Good afternoon. It's a beautiful evening here in Lawrenceville, Georgia. We're beginning to get going here with GITV. We have the captains this evening from Clarke Central High School, number 33, Armstrong, number 6, Willingham, number 98, Stovall, and number 3, Johnson. Coming to the center of the field here for the coin toss. Shaking hands with our opponent, Central Gwinnett High School, the Black Knights.
All right, guys, my name is Jerry Kelly. I'll be the referee, and Inspector John will be your umpire. Okay, you guys were selected captains, so I'm expecting you to uphold sportsmanship. Let your guys know that that's what it's all about. We want some good, hard football, but good sportsmanship, okay? Because you never know, you guys might be playing with each other together in college, all right? So, White, you are the visiting team. You get to call the toss. That's heads and that's tails. That's heads and that's tails. What do you call?
Heads.
I'm going to flip the coin. If I drop it, I'll reflip. What did he call? Heads. He called heads. Here we go. Tails. You toss. What do you want to do? Okay. Black won the toss. And you want to receive, correct?
Yes, sir.
You want to defend the clock, right? Yeah. All right, let's flip it around this way.
Central Gwinnett has won the toss. They have deferred. Clarke Central Gladiators will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
So there you have it from Holly Ward down there on the 50-yard line, and welcome to GITV for tonight's game between the Central Gwinnett Black Knights and the Clarke Central Gladiators here in Lawrenceville, Georgia. And we're up in the castle, and if you've never been to Central Gwinnett, it's probably the most beautiful press box in the southeast. And it's a 3-story building, and it looks just like a castle, something that a Black Knight would come riding out on a white horse or something. But real pretty scenery, real pretty nice atmosphere here in Lawrenceville tonight as our Clarke Central Gladiators at 0-1 are taking on Central Gwinnett, who is 1-0, coming off a 28-21 victory over Collins Hill. Clarke Central lost a very tough game last week to Marist. 30-13 was the final score. Marist ranked number 3 currently in Quad A, and of course Clarke Central moved up to 5A classification. Central Gwinnett happens to be in the 6A classification, so this is our second and last non-region football game of the season before we start region play next week when we return to Athens to play host to Loganville. Come down. So now that Central Gwinnett Black Knights have just taken the field, and we're getting ready to play some football here as Holly Ward had just made the journey back up from midfield. She's now in the press box with me here at Central Gwinnett. And Holly, did you take a drawbridge or a staircase? How did you get up here?
I had to cross the moat.
Had to cross the moat.
With it. Good evening. It is beautiful this evening, and the Gladiators, I think, are coming on the field now and ready to receive the kickoff. They were, I got tickled. Buster Stovall gave Cameron Johnson a hard time for losing the coin toss.
Yeah, I've seen that somebody wasn't real happy with the way the coin toss turned out. And I've seen you kind of moving your microphone as fast as you could.
He was teasing him. He says, "Goodness, Cameron, come on. Can't you win the toss?"
Well, it's a beautiful sight here in Lawrenceville. Both teams have the gold color in their uniforms. Central Gwinnett, black tops, gold bottoms, black helmets with white numbers. Clarke Central in the gold pants, white jerseys, and, of course, the gold lids with the red and white C as we get ready to start this game from Lawrenceville, Georgia.
It's really nice also. Both of these teams have very large, big numbers. You can see them well.
Number 84, Sammer Ramick, kicks off, and there's a flag on the play. I think Central Gwinnett might have jumped off sides on the kickoff there.
We've got number 17, Draco Statham, that's back to receive the kickoff, and number 6, Willingham.
So it is offsides. They're going to back Central Gwinnett up 5 yards, I believe.
We get to do it again.
Clarke Central's got a nice showing of fans over across the way. I'd say the bleachers are about a third of the way full, and I'm sure there'll be some late arrivals. Central Gwinnett, because of this castle, we can't see, but I'm expecting with them being the home crowd, they've probably got a pretty good bunch down there.
Well, as I was walking up, I noticed the student body very excited, painted up with black and yellow and white, and a good bit of enthusiasm coming from their student section.
Well, they're very excited. They got a big win last week against Collins Hills. They're 1-0, and this program's only been averaging about 3 wins per season over the last 5 years, so they're a third of their way there already after opening week, because the kickoff goes end over end. And I believe it's caught by Draco.
Oh, he's got a little
bit of a seam. Draco makes a man miss, and he goes out around the 48-yard line. Good field position for Clarke Central on this opening drive.
Nice return. Kind of squeezed in there on the sidelines and got a few extra yards.
Well, the guy you need to be on the lookout for tonight is on Central Gwinnett. It's number 32, Trey Johnson, linebacker, already committed to the University of Auburn. They say he's a big playmaker, and it's going to be a big test for our young offensive line as we come out with twins over here to the left. Cameron's under center, and he's looking over the covers, getting some instructions from the sideline. And the first play from scrimmage, we send Denzel in motion to the right side, and we give it to Rodney, who busts up the middle for maybe 4 or 5 yards right off right guard.
The Knights are going to make them really pay for what they do. They kind of line up a man-to-man and really make you work for everything. And, you know, they kind of have the attitude, our guys are better than your guys, so come on at us and we'll show you what we've got. So we'll see how they're going to line up here. And
well, they've got some big guys to do the challenging with. I can assure you that defensive line is one of the bigger ones I've seen in a while. Cameron, shotgun. He's got trips to the left side. And he's going to look over to the left. He's got Jaquan Dowdy open at the 50, to the 45, to the 44, 43, but there may be a block in the back here. Let's see. They might have got number 2, Jamonte Smith, on the block. Let's see. Nice game. Gladiators would have had a first down, but they're going to call holding on Jamonte. They got him. He grabbed a little bit of jersey, and that'll probably be that might be a spot foul. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to mark it from the spot of the infraction, so it'll back the Gladiators up from what would have been the Central Gwinnett 41. They're going to carry it all the way back to the Clarke Central 43. So big penalty there, 10-yarder from the spot. Backs the Gladiators up, and it's now 2nd and 14.
And Buster, you were talking about that defensive line combined. They are 1,020 pounds.
Well, in case anybody doesn't know, that's half a ton of weight there. That's a lot of beef. And I doubt those boys have been eating chicken to get that big. They're pretty big.
No, number 94, John Hawkins there. He's a big load, 320 pounds.
Cameron, shotgun, gives to Willingham, and a little trap draw does not work as they gobble him up in the backfield. Number 44 for Central Gwinnett on the hit, J.B. Azell, linebacker. So Central Gwinnett makes a little stand here. It's now 3rd and 14 for our Gladiators. 10:45 to go, first quarter action. We're coming to you live from Lawrenceville, Georgia, home of the Central Gwinnett Black Knights. Central Gwinnett 1-0, Clarke Central 0-1. Second game for both of these squads as Clarke Central is playing their last non-region game before region play starts next week.
Watch for a blitz here. They like to, good, and hold on to it there.
Cameron Johnson was in shotgun. He fired a pass across the right side. Incomplete to number 10, Austin Johnson. That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Gladiators.
We have to watch. They'll blitz about 25% of the time, so I know Cameron is thinking about that when he's in that shotgun position there with third down. So the guys are prepared for it.
Well, what was bad, Clarke had an easy first down that was negated by the hold. And penalties, there's proof again, they'll kill you every time. They'll kill a drive. So Jermaine's in to do the punting duties for Clarke Central. Nice snap, good high spiral. It's going to be taken around the 20-yard line by number 1, Chris Schelling, who dodged a tackler and is finally dragged down around the 26-yard line. So Central Gwinnett's in business, 1st and 10 on their own 26.
Yeah, Schilling is definitely their best kickoff returner and best punt returner. So we're going to see something from him, and kind of better watch out for him. He can definitely make something happen.
He made a very athletic move on that return attempt there. He made a guy miss, and I thought he was fixing to break it off. 1st and 10, Central Gwinnett. They're in the shotgun formation. They're kind of in a spread. 2 guys to the left, 1 to the right. Number 10, the quarterback, Emmanuel Westmoreland, who they say is a good playmaker. And he's going to fake a handoff, and he's going to go up top, and he's got a man streaking down the right side, just out of the reach of number 34, Justin Brownlee.
Fingernails would have helped catch that one, that's for sure.
He just missed him. He was wide open, had the Clarke man beat by at least 10 steps. So Clarke catches a break. Central Gwinnett definitely had something there and just missed it. And they're in a hurry-up formation. They've got twins to both sides. Westmoreland shotgun, and now he's going to look over for a play instruction. Clarke Central 3-man front. They put a man in motion. Now they put him in the backfield. And that's number 24.
Oh, nice job, number
Jonathan
90.
Hawkins on the carry, but he's wrapped up by Devon Stovall and company.
Bug was right there on him, too. Number 94, Cavante Bug, got his hands wrapped around him, and they are definitely playing as a team.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Central Gwinnett has not moved a yard yet, but they're looking pretty scary thus far. Shotgun, nobody in the backfield. Westmoreland looks, goes down the middle, and complete.
Wide
and that's going to be a touchdown.
Number 20.
That's going to be a touchdown by number 34, Justin Brownlee, and Central Gwinnett draws first blood, 6-0.
They were wide open in the backfield there. Somebody evidently wasn't expecting that one, and he was easy into the end zone.
Well, Clarke Central defender fell on the play, slipped up, and that was all the Central Gwinnett receiver needed. It was nobody going to catch him once he got open. So 6-0, Central Gwinnett just like that on top of Clarke Central as they attempt the extra point here. The holder will be Westmoreland. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 9:18 left to go, first quarter action, Central Gwinnett 7, Clarke Central 0. This is GITV.
That's a tough one there.
So welcome back, everybody. 9:18 to go, first quarter. Central Gwinnett struck like lightning on their first drive. They were 3rd and 10, and then they completed a pass to number 34, Justin Brownlee, and I would say that was a 76-yard touchdown since it was the original line of scrimmage was 26. So 76-yard touchdown for Central Gwinnett, and that was a passing play right down the middle. And now Clarke Central will receive for the second time tonight. Holly, who we got deep back there?
We've got Drico Statham, number 17, and Rodney Willingham, number 6. And Buster, it seems like we were just here a few minutes ago, and it's back to Drico Statham.
Well, they're definitely kicking away from Willingham as Drico catches it on the 10, and this time he wants to make a guy miss and does, and he falls forward to about the 30, so not a bad return by Statham. And Clarke will be 1st and 10 from their own 30.
Got the offensive line coming out, and hopefully going to make some creases for the running backs to get through. You know, we're we're missing two of our key offensive players. Amir is out, and Jelani's not playing tonight either, so we're definitely missing some of our offensive punch.
And on the road, that does not help. 1st and 10, Gladiators from their 30. Cameron, shotgun. Twins to the left side. He puts a man in motion. That's Dowdy. And Cameron's going to look, and he's got a man breaking over. That's Denzel, but he misses the ball on the ground. And a poorly thrown pass by Cameron on that play.
Yeah, he had a little bit of room, but it just it looked like it was a little bit low and hard for Denzel to get his hands on.
2nd and 10, Gladiators, and we're having problems moving the ball. We were moving on that first drive till the penalty hit us, and since then it's just been kind of having to fight for everything we earn here. Willingham, lone setback, and we jump. Now, I want to say that's the freshman, isn't it, Anthony Smith?
No, that's number 89, Lattimore.
89, Marcine Lattimore. I thought it was 88. So the sophomore, Lattimore, false start, and that'll back the Glads up 5. That'll make it 2nd and 15 now. So we're going the wrong way, Holly.
Little bit eager to get going there, and just too quick. All right, now we've got some new receivers in. Number 1, Jaquan Dowdy is wide out, and Johnson is in. And number 2, Jamonte Smith out.
So Cameron's going to have trips to his left side. Willingham off his left hip. Cameron Rose left, looks, evades, throws downfield, complete to the 35, but a nice tackle there by number 14 for Central Gwinnett, Nate Hartford.
That was Jamonte Smith on the reception.
So that's going to make it 3rd and maybe, nope, yep, 3rd and 5. A short 5 if we can get something going on the air here. Maybe a little trap draw, catch them off guard. How about Willingham up the middle behind? Is that Baylor Ward?
That's Baylor Ward.
Let's see what they do here. They've got the line kind of bunched up like they might be trying to push up the middle here. Cameron under center. They give to Willingham. He makes a guy miss. If he can get outside, whoa, face mask.
Oh,
yeah, that was a
yes.
that was a face mask. They caught it.
Good break there on that. So that'll definitely give us a first down and keep our offense on the field and keep moving forward.
So Willingham, which I'll be honest with you, if the Central Gwinnett hadn't gotten the face mask, I think he'd been off to the races.
I think you're right, Buster. He was just a half a step there and wide open.
So let's see where the guys in the stripes mark it. I'm sure it'll be a 15-yarder.
We're going to have to depend on Willingham a good bit tonight. We normally have Jelani there with that 1-2 punch, and missing him is going to put a lot of pressure on Willingham, so this is his big night to see what he's made of.
That's huge. Jelani Payne didn't make the trip, I don't believe. So 1st and 10, Gladiators. We're inside Central Gwinnett territory. We're on their 47. And we got about this far before we started melting down last time.
I think they're developing a little confidence here with that first down.
And we give to Willingham, and he may break it, and he's dragged down at the 32. So a great run by Willingham on that give by Cameron, and that's going to be a first down, Gladiators, and now we're deep inside Central Gwinnett territory.
That's going to really help the momentum, Buster, with helping to feel like we can run the ball and kind of get going. I know they were expecting that big linebacker to be right there, and he's kind of their key man, but they were able to slip past him.
So Cameron Johnson, 1st and 10 from the Central Gwinnett 32. And it looks like we got a little something going here. We faked the Willingham this time. Cameron Rose right, and it's tipped, but caught by Clarke Central Gladiator as he's hauled out of bounds on the 22-yard line. I don't know if it's close enough for a first down, but if it isn't, he only needs a few inches.
That was number 88 on the reception.
That's Anthony Smith.
Freshman.
Young freshman from Bernie Harris Lyons Middle School. Now a Clarke Central Gladiator and making the most of an opportunity here. So 1st and 10 Gladiators. We're on the 22 of Central Gwinnett. We've got a good drive going. We've got twins to the left side. Willingham off Cameron's left hip. Cameron in the shotgun. Central Gwinnett 4-man front. And they look like they're going to try to blitz here. Cameron rolls left. He's looking, throws. And it's complete, but it was inbounds. They said he's out of bounds.
Just barely.
Austin Johnson on the reception, but he couldn't keep his feet in bounds, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
just out of bounds by inches. 2nd and 10. Austin Johnson and Jaquan Dowdy still out either side.
So Cameron under center. This time he's going to throw a little quick route to Jaquan Dowdy, who keeps his balance, and Jaquan may dance his way in, though. He's dragged down at the 5. Good move by Jaquan to keep his feet in bounds. And Clarke Central's down on the 5. It'll be 1st and goal.
Buster, he gave a huge second effort there and got it at least an extra 6 yards out of that reception.
Well, if you think back to the 2 touchdowns he had against Marist, both of those came with a lot of second effort, too. Jaquan's starting to step up and be the go-to guy on the receiving end here for the Clarke Central offense. 1st and goal. Cameron and the Gladiators on the 5.5. We give a little dive to Willingham, but he's stopped for nothing. Central Gwinnett had that red real good, and there's a lot of shoving going on down there, but no gain. 7:07 to go, 1st quarter. Clarke Central trying to answer the Central Gwinnett score. Central Gwinnett leads 7-0.
We've got 2nd down and goal.
Looks like we got a substitution coming in at running back, and I'm trying. It's a big guy. Wow. Are they going to bring DeMond Stovall in at the fullback position? That's what it looks like.
It does look like that.
And I tell you, down there calling a timeout. Central Gwinnett wasn't looking for that. That was our defensive tackle, folks, in case you don't know who DeMond Stovall is. He's just a big senior. Looks like we were going to try to do the old refrigerator Perry dive play there.
And I tell you what, if you put DeMond out there, though, Stovall is going to give you everything he's got. He plays with a lot of heart.
What a lot of people don't know about DeMond Stovall, Holly, he was a competitor in the wrestling championships this past go-around last year. I think he made it to the state finals, if I remember right. Coach Stoudemire. And he's very nimble and very agile for a guy his size. He's got good hands.
He really does, and he's strong. He's got good footwork.
Well, Clarke Central's back out of their timeout quickly. They're already up to the line, and I'm looking again. And is it me, or is there a different number again in the backfield, Holly? I can't make it out. Is it 70-something?
78. I think it's Demario Price.
Wow. Another big senior lineman, so we got something cooking here on 2nd and goal. We've got guys playing where they don't need to be. And there's a lead block for Willingham, and he might have got to the 3. He tried to follow Demario Price's lead block there, but he only picked up a couple. So that's going to be 3rd and goal from the 3.5. 6:25 to go, 1st quarter.
Demario tried to give him a big hole, and he was just not quite behind him enough to get in there and punch it in.
So maybe a passing down here, I'm not sure. That's going to be a tough 3 yards, I think, on the ground, but they're going to leave Price in the backfield. We've got Jaquan Dowdy split out wide to the left. We got Maxey and we got Willingham behind Cameron. And Cameron fakes a handoff, little play action pass. Was complete to Denzel. Can he get in? And they gave it to him. Touchdown.
Touchdown,
Waiting
Gladiators.
for the signal. I wanted to make sure. It was awful close, but Denzel spun his body in there and got parallel with that goal line for 6.
He did, and it's really nice to see them all giving that second effort. That's what it took to get it in, and he made sure it was punched in.
Well, I'll tell you what, Central Gwinnett is definitely laying some licks out there this evening on defense.
We've got Max Germain coming in for the point attempt after. And just a little bit of info here, Buster. These guys that just scored, Denzel Maxey, he's an all-A student, senior, and also
the kick is good, by the way, by Max Germain, and we're tied up 7-7.
And also Max Germain is an all-A student. So sometimes football players don't get the credit for their academics, but both of those young men that just added 7 points to Clarke Central are definitely what we would call a student athlete.
Well, that's good to hear. That's why they go to school. They don't go just to play ball. They go to learn something. And here lately, I think they just go to learn how to work those iPhones and how to text people in abbreviated words and languages that we don't understand anymore. But, that's what school's for.
Well, they're creating a new language, that's for sure. They're all ahead of us. We are fortunate at Clarke Central to have an academic support through our NFL Play It Smart program, and Coach Forrest Paulson is our Play It Smart counselor. That's funded locally by the Athens chapter of the National Football Foundation Hall of Fame, and it really makes a difference. And we have to give a shout out to that Hall of Fame and Lauren Smith, who support the Gladiators with the academic counselor.
Well, Master Bain holds the hand up as he's ready to kick off. We're tied up in a 7-7 game from Lawrenceville, Georgia, on the third floor of a castle. And that kick's going to go out of bounds, and that'll probably be a flag. And I guess they'll just line it up on the place where the ball went out. So it'll be Central Gwinnett's ball, I guess, 1st and 10 from, I want to say the 24.5, unless they move it up further. Let's see. Got one ref saying put it on the 35. Well, there you go. So now you know. Kick it out of bounds in high school, you'll get it on 35. 1st and 10, Central Gwinnett. They scored on a 3rd and 10 play that went for 74 yards on their opening drive. At that point, though, the Gladiators had them 3 and out just about. Westmoreland to his favorite receiver, number 1, Chris Schellin. And we drive him out of bounds after a pickup of about 3.
Kayvon Williams over there, number 20, making the tackle, I believe.
Kayvon Williams, our GITV Defensive Player of the Week last week, as he was all in Maris's backfield. Seemed like every play the PA announcer was calling out his name. Westmoreland shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the right, and he goes down the middle again, that same play, but this time he underthrows his receiver. That was number 11, Zadekia Brown, on the pass attempt there.
And number 25, Mathan Fulton, was right there on him, and also Drico Statham, number 17.
So it's going to be 3rd and about 5 for Central Gwinnett. They're just inside their 40-yard line. 5:37 to go, first quarter action. We're all tied up at 7. Westmoreland on the end-around play here. And that was the number 34, Justin Brownlee, and I think he got enough for the first down by at least a couple of yards. So nice play by Central Gwinnett.
When he first took that handoff, Buster, it looked a little shaky, like it was not in there pretty well, but
he recovered nicely.
He did.
Very athletic guy. And Central Gwinnett will be 1st and 10 on their 47. Looks like they got 4 receivers to the left side, 1 over here to the right. It's almost like a Hail Mary type formation. Westmoreland throws to his short guy, Brownlee, and Brownlee breaks a tackle, and he's going down the sidelines, and there goes another Central Gwinnett touchdown. So again, we play soft and we get beat deep. That's nothing fancy that Central Gwinnett's doing here. We're just not getting on our guys. We're letting them get behind us, and they're taking off. 13-7, Central Gwinnett.
We've got number 84, Samir Ramik, coming out to attempt the point after. Number 10, Emmanuel Westmoreland, is holding for him.
Well, the way this thing's starting out, Holly, it looks like we might have one of those 42-41 things. Both teams not very good at stopping each other right now. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So timeout on the field with 5:04 to go in the first quarter. Central Gwinnett 14, Clarke Central 7. This is GITV. So welcome back, everybody, to the Castle at Central Gwinnett. And they lead our Gladiators by a touchdown, 14-7, here at the 5:04 mark in the first quarter. And if we get some scores, we'll pass them along to you. But we're running on some very limited resources here tonight. We were doing good just to get a hot spot, and we hope you're picking up this action live as we speak. If not, we hope you're watching it on demand. And that ball was received by, is that
Number
Draco?
17.
Yep, Draco, and he got hit high and hard.
Yes.
And he falls forward to the 30, but let's hope Draco's okay. We cannot afford to lose him.
He and Willingham switched sides on that kickoff.
Well,
hoping
they have definitely got a scouting report not to kick the Willingham, because that is 3 in a row that has not came close to where Willingham was standing on the field. You're absolutely right, Holly. Good observation by our newest member of the press box, Holly Ward.
We're missing Chuck Wegman this evening. He's still at work at Athens Chevrolet and have the opportunity to come in and sit beside Buster here and enjoy this game. Oh, fumble.
We fumbled the ball, and that's going to be costly.
Cameron
Mm-hmm.
was able to pick it up quickly and fall on it there, but fortunately didn't lose much but a yard and a half.
It's going to be 2nd and 11, call it 11 and a half. And, again, we're starting off one of those drives where we're trying to shoot ourselves in the foot, but last time we rebounded nicely and put it in, so let's see what happens here. 2 running backs, 2 receivers. 1 to the left, 1 to the right. We put a man in motion. Looks like Johnson. And we fake an end around to him, and we give to Willingham up the middle for a nice 4 or 5 yard gain.
Yeah, he's got it out to the 35. If he can ever just get just a little break on that, it's like almost like they're grabbing his ankles and stopping him. But if he gets loose, hopefully he'll be able to do something.
3rd and let's call it 6 from the Clarke Central 34 and a half.
Got 32, Baylor Ward coming in.
Cameron under center shouting instructions to his line. We've got 2 running backs, 1 in the slot. And Cameron's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to throw the maxi complete to the 41, and that may be close to a first down.
It's right on it, Buster. If it's not, it is very close.
That's Denzel Maxi's 2nd catch of the evening. 1 was for a touchdown earlier. And out of that backfield, he's doing good things with those hands.
And they're giving us a first down. Looks like on the 41.
3:28 to go, first quarter action. 14-7 your score. Central Gwinnett leads. Clarke Central trying to start another scoring drive.
If we could run our routes sharp, then we may be okay. We're kind of playing that old-fashioned playground defense there, man-to-man, and hopefully if we can be crisp, that can help us.
Cameron shotgun rolls right. He's looking downfield, fires, and complete to Jaquan. Jaquan's got some room. And he gets dragged down around the 34, but a big first down and a big gain of about 24 yards on the passing play by Cameron Johnson.
We're seeing on both sides some nice display of offense and passing and running mixed in, so that was big for the Gladiators.
So Clarke Central right back in Central Gwinnett territory, and so far it's been like a heavyweight fight. Both teams just slugging and giving each other their best shot.
Got a timeout here, regrouping.
While we got this timeout, we want to say thank you to our corporate sponsors, Athens Chevrolet, Bulldog Signs, the Morris Center, and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, all 4 big, proud sponsors of Clarke Central GITV, and without their support, we cannot bring these games to you over the internet. So here we are, Holly. 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Central Gwinnett leads by a touchdown, but again, good positive play. We're right back down there in there with a chance to score again.
We will. We also, Buster, want to give some thanks for our monthly coverage by our award-winning magazine, The Odyssey, and the high school. It's under the leadership of David Ragsdale, and they do reporting on our football team and give us some really good coverage each month at the high school. And so I want to shout out a big thank you to them, and also our cheerleading squad, sponsors Summer Tuggle and Brandy Gilbert.
So here we go, 1st and 10, Clarke Central just inside the 35. We'll call it the 34. And we've got 2 running backs again, Maxey and Willingham. We've got Johnson over here to the left, Dowdy to the right. Johnson barking instructions again to his line. And we give to Willingham, and he dives for about 3 or 4 yards up the middle. It's going to make it 2nd and 5. Call it 2nd and 6.
It's right there on the 31-yard line. He's consistent this evening, getting anywhere from 3 to 6 yards when he's touching the ball. That makes a huge difference.
Yeah, the line's opening up some nice holes down there. Cameron again with twins to the left side. Willingham the lone setback. Let's see if they put Maxey in motion. They do. And we're going to try to go with Willingham again up the middle. And there was a hole, but it closed quickly, but not before he picked up maybe 3 off right guard. And Trey Johnson again, the big stud that's going to Auburn on the tackle for the Black Knights.
The offensive line is trying to make some creases there so Willingham can get through there, and hopefully we can keep moving their defensive line. They're big, as we talked about before, 1,020 pounds, but when you're big like that, you do have a tendency to wear out. So hopefully we can wear them down some.
3rd and 4, Cameron with 3 running backs. 1 wide out. We give to Willingham. Oh, my goodness.
Ooh.
That was a big-time hit by Trey Johnson.
Ooh.
And that, folks, is how you get a ride to the University of Auburn.
That one you could hear all the way up here at the top of the castle.
Well, he just knocked the War Eagle out of Willingham on that hit right there.
He certainly did. And I think going to have a timeout.
Yeah, Willingham's got to collect his thoughts after that hit. Timeout on the field with 1:28 to go. Your score here in the first quarter, Central Gwinnett 14, Clarke Central 7. This is GITV. Minute 28 to go, first quarter action, and Clarke Central finds themselves 4th and 4 on the Central Gwinnett 27-yard line, and it looks like we're going for it. Too far away for a field goal, too short for a punt. We've got 2 running backs, Maxey and Willingham. And now we pull the line in a little bit. And Cameron, I don't know, maybe we're going to just try to draw him off here. It's a long count, long time at the line. Cameron pointing, more time, and we already taken 1 timeout. Can we take 2? Nah, we got to delay a game. Yeah, you can just see that coming.
Yeah.
And it may be that we wanted to get the 5-yard penalty to back us up 2 punt. So let's see what happens. But I don't understand yeah, we're bringing in the punt team.
It's kind of giving a little bit of breathing room on that punt. You know, it's tricky when you run that no-huddle offense and you're at the line. I know that Cameron and Coach Riles are trying to figure out the best play to run at the line of scrimmage. And
well, I think on that attempt, Holly, we were just trying to draw them off sides, and if we got it, great. If we didn't, we backed up enough to where Jermaine could try to pooch one. So 4th and 7, high snap. Jermaine gets up under it. Ball's going to land around the 11 to the 10. We got 2 Gladiators that follow it out of bounds around the 3 or 4, but the referee's going to say the 4.5. So Central Gwinnett gets the ball on the 4.5-yard line. Great punt by Max Germain, and that's what you want. Anytime your punter can put that ball inside the 10, he's done his job.
Absolutely. He also did a good job making sure that snap didn't go over his head. He had to kind of do a little vertical jumping there to make sure he put his hands on it.
So now you've got to step up and make a stop. Central Gwinnett has scored on 2 long passing plays, and Clarke Central's got to do a better job of keeping the receiver in front of them. 1st and 10, Westmoreland. He's going to go up the middle on a keeper, and he might have got 2.5, 3 yards off left side.
Not much. Enough just to move the ball forward a hair.
Good stand by Clarke Central on that play. It'll be 2nd, and we'll call it 6. Looks like Central Gwinnett's going to stay in that shotgun formation.
Clarke Central's defensive backs are going to have to be ready for anything.
This time they run a little trap draw off the right guard, and they might have picked up another 2 or 3 yards. I want to see who that was. Is the number 1 on the carry, Chris Schelling. So far it's been pretty much Chris Schelling, number 1, number 34, Justin Brownlee, and then, of course, the quarterback, Westmoreland, on all the touches on the offensive side of the ball. Westmoreland again, he's going to keep it. He's got a good little bit of yardage before he's cracked real hard by number 20, Kayvon Williams.
I think they may give him the first down on that one. It's going to be close.
He got his body just across the 15. That's all he had to have. So first down, Central Gwinnett. They move the chains.
Kayvon saved more than just a first down, though, on that stop.
15 seconds to go, first quarter. Westmoreland throws to his left side, and there's Brownlee. He's been a pain all night on the receiving end. He's been catching and running at will. And we tackle him around the 24-yard line. The quarter may end right there, and it does. There goes the horn. So that's the end of your first quarter. Your score, Central Gwinnett 14, Clarke Central 7. We're going to take a quick short break. This is GITV. Welcome back, everybody, as Central Gwinnett runs the first play of the second quarter. And it looks like they picked up another first down. They lead our Gladiators by a touchdown, 14-7. So Central Gwinnett with a nice drive starting here. Westmoreland drops back, shotgun. Fires, and Drico made an interception. Yes, he did.
Nice.
A little bit of contact, but no call there. He went right through the receiver to catch that ball over his shoulder. So Clarke Central with the first turnover of the game, and it comes inside Central Gwinnett's territory on the 40-yard line.
That is a great job. And you know, Buster, Drico Statham is one who has been a 2-year starter. He plays both sides of the ball. He's probably the best all-around football player for the Gladiators.
Oh, he is. He's definitely by far, and he's becoming our big play guy, and he just demonstrated why there. You know, he's in the record books at number 3 with most interceptions in a season last year with 7. He just got another one there. Cameron's got a man downfield all alone. Austin Johnson, touchdown, Gladiators.
Nice job. Austin ran a perfect route, received the ball, and he is one happy fella.
So Clarke Central within a point, 14-13 early here in the second quarter, 11:34 to go. So Max Germain comes in to kick the extra point.
You know, his little brother, Jack Germain, is his holder.
And that kick is good. And so the Germain brothers deliver. And it's a 14-14 tie here in Lawrenceville. So Germain's in to kick it off again as we're tied up 14-14 here in the second quarter. 11:34 to go, first half.
Back deep, number 1, Chris Schelling. Watch out for him.
Germain sticks a foot in it. End over end kick received around the 7. Drop
24.
momentarily. And the Gladiators try to get around him, but he fights his way back to the 13.
That little bit of hesitation.
Second quarter score, Lakeside Evans 8, Thompson 8. First quarter score, Alexander 6, McIntosh 0. And we're going to try to pass these scores to you every time we get a little break in the action. 11:27 to go here in Lawrenceville as we're all tied up. 14 all, Central Gwinnett and Clarke Central. Westmoreland ready to go. Shotgun formation, sends a receiver out to his left side. And they give, but we stuff it good. That looks like that was number 94, Cavante Bug. And he had DeMond Stovall right on his right side to help him along the way.
Those boys are definitely working together this evening and playing as a team. After last week, I think that was one of the things they really have stressed is playing as a team instead of a bunch of individuals, and they're doing just that this evening.
Westmoreland shotgun. He looks to the right side. Oh! And we intercepted again. Draco Stadium, the second one of the night. He returns it to the 15. And he's hit hard on the 15. By number 73. 73. Let's get that guy's name and number. Dwayne White.
He hit him like he was mad. He's a big offensive lineman there, and he was not happy with that interception.
Other first quarter scores, Rome 7, Hiram nothing. Heritage Conyers 7, Rockdale County 0. Jones County 7, Mary Person 6. That's in the second. Cameron Johnson, best field position of the night for a starting drive for the Gladiators. We're on the 15. And we fake the Willingham. Cameron wants to go up top, but he's got pressure, and he's going to run. And he tucks it up and gets to the 5, the 4, the 3. Touchdown, Cameron Johnson.
What a nice job by Cameron. You know, this year Coach Riles is giving Cameron just a little bit more opportunity and choices to run. Last year when we had Q, we didn't want anybody to have the ball in their hands running but Q. But this year Cameron's able to run, and nice effort there by Johnson.
So the extra point by the Germain brothers again. Jacques.
I think in Athens they tend to call him Jack.
Yeah, it's Jacques and Max. His mother told me it was definitely Jacques, so I'm going to go with Mama. I ain't going to argue with everybody else, and it's good. Timeout on the field. Your score, Clarke Central 21, Central Gwinnett 14, 10:36 to go, first half. back up to the top of the page.
Oh, top of the page, this page. Okay.
And go to sign in. CC Radcliffe, CC Max Germain sticks his foot in it, end over end kick, and this time Clarke Central may have jumped off sides on the kickoff. Central Gwinnett did it earlier, and now this time they get the Gladiators. We got a little antsy and started downfield ahead of time, and that's going to back us up 5. So
we get to do it again. I think Jermaine is definitely getting some fun this evening, getting some kicking. He's been waiting for this, had a good week at practice, and he'll get to do it again. Hopefully he'll definitely put his foot into it.
Other scores from around the state: West Forsyth 14, Flowery Branch 7. That game's in the second quarter.
No, actually that's Flowery Branch 0.
Oh,
yeah, I see.
You got to go to the latest.
Got to go to the newest. Buster and I are trying some new technology up here with my iPad, so we're high tech.
East Paulding 21, Woodland Cartersville 0. That game is in the second quarter. Max Germain does it again. This time we kick to the right side. Received on the 10.
Number 34.
And we've got a host of Gladiators that wrap him up around the 21-yard line. So Central Gwinnett will be in business 1st and 10 from their own 21.
That was number 34, Justin Brownlee on the return.
Buford 7, Gainesville 0. That game in the second quarter. And I think that score a little surprising. Gainesville, for the first time in possibly 20 years, could start the season 0-2 if Buford wins that game this evening. We'll try to pass along other scores to you as we get them in. Here we're 21-14. Clarke leads by a touchdown, but Central Gwinnett has shown that they can get the ball down the field as Westmoreland tries a quarterback draw, and he might have got 2, if that. Got to about the 22, and we drove him back to the 20. Let's see where the referee spots the ball.
We were all over him there. Number 97, Alan Miller, and 98, Damon Stovall, and Cavante Bug, all right there, ready for him.
Yeah, Gladiators have stepped it up another notch or two here in the second quarter on defense as they give to number 34, Brownlee. And we have 2 or 3 white jerseys right his back as he drove ahead for 3 yards off the right end. Brownlee's done a nice job on these end sweeps this evening for Central Gwinnett. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Central Gwinnett on the 24.
You know, Buster, Coach Self, the defensive coordinator, has them ready.
Westmoreland, and he throws it over to the right side, and it was almost like an afterthought. Didn't know if he was trying to lateral or maybe set up a halfback pass, but anyway, we read it good.
Draco Statham.
Draco Statham again blows that play up. So it's 4th down for Central Gwinnett, and they're going to be in a punting situation here as we send Willingham back, and let's see if they kick away from him this time. They've kicked away from him on the 3 kickoffs they've made so far this evening, but now on the punt, will they kick it out of bounds or kick it to him?
They're going to.
Nice punt. Willingham's got a little bit of room, but he's going to stay away from it. The ball takes a Clarke Central bounce and hops out to the 43-yard line where Clarke Central will be in business 1st and 10 on the 43 in a 21-14 contest.
It's nice to see our defense stepping it up this evening. Coach Self really does a tremendous job breaking down our opponents and preparing our players to be in a position to make big plays, and they are thinking this evening. It's nice to see that they're thinking.
First and 10, Clarke Central. We've got 2 receivers to the left side. Denzel Maxey, our slot man. Willingham, our running back. Cameron, our quarterback. We come up to the line. Cameron's going to put Maxey in motion. And this time we're going to give to Willingham, who tries to squirt off right guard, but nothing doing. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a second, and we'll call it 9. They gave him a yard. Second down, 9. Clarke Central enjoying a 7-point lead. 8:31 to go, first half.
And like you said, Buster, that's not anything to stand on our laurels on, because they are definitely going to put some more points on the board.
Oh, Central Gwinnett definitely showing they can move the ball. Second and 9. Cameron, Maxey in motion. And we fake the Willingham. We look downfield, and we overthrow a receiver. We was trying to hit Austin Johnson on the 50. Sailed over his head, was nearly intercepted by number 4, Charles King, on the coverage for Central Gwinnett. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 now.
We caught a lucky break on that one. That was right in his hands. I'm wondering if number 89 was right there close, Lattimore, but just wasn't able to make it happen.
So 3rd and 9. Clarke Central not moving the ball at all this drive. Cameron looks to his left. He's got a man going down the middle. He's going to go deep down the middle, but incomplete. He had a guy. He just overthrew Jamonte Smith and would have caught him in stride. He would have scored easily, but incomplete pass makes it 4th down. The Gladiators now will have to punt.
It's nice to see there, Buster. Cameron's having some time to stand and actually look downfield. He's not having to rush quite like he did last week against Marist.
Yeah, he was able to go through his progressions very good on that play. But nevertheless, 4th down, 4th and 9 for the Gladiators, and they're going to have to punt. And I'm trying to look. I believe the return guy for Central Gwinnett's Chris Schelling. High, and he's going to call for a fair catch. We back him up around to the 14-yard line. Central Gwinnett will be in business there, 1st and 10.
Nice kick there by Max Germain. Yeah, Max Germain's father is from France and his mother is from England, so you've got a nice cultural family happening there, and these guys are good fellas.
Yeah, Max Germain did a good job on that punt, flipping the field position, and that's what you want your punter to do. 1st and 10, Westmoreland. And he gives to the running back, who was kind of waiting for something to develop, but nothing did, and a couple of Gladiators got him around the line of scrimmage.
It was number 24, Jonathan Hawkins, and just a little bit of hesitation helped the defense get to him quicker.
It's going to make it 2nd, and let's call it 8. 2nd down, 8 yards. Westmoreland hits a guy on the fly here, and we tackle him nicely for maybe a pickup of 1 yard. Number 11 on the reception, Sadikia Brown.
And I think that was number 7. Is that Drico Browner on
That's Browner, that's correct.
Yeah, on the tackle there. Nice job.
Yeah, good shoestring tackle to keep him from going any further. So it's 3rd and about 6.
Drico's a smart kid, too.
Another man in motion. Westmoreland rolls over to the right side. Complete to Brownlee, but no gain.
Statham read that all the way. He knew what was coming and was well prepared for that, and he was right there to make the tackle.
Yeah, they actually lost about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards on the play, so it's going to be 4th and 8 for Central Gwinnett, and they're going to punt again. So after 2 offenses that chewed up some yardage and moved up and down the field pretty fast, it's getting to be a defensive struggle now here late in the 2nd quarter. 6:23 to go.
The scouting report we got a timeout.
Timeout Central Gwinnett. We'll take a timeout too. 6:18 to go, first half action. Clarke Central 21, Central Gwinnett 14. This is GITV. So it's 4th and 8 as Central Gwinnett's in a punting situation after the timeout here. And bad snap, but he recovered nicely and got the punt off. And again, the punt takes a Clarke Central bounce, and it goes to about the 40 of Central Gwinnett.
You know, Coach Riles really emphasizes special teams, Buster, and they break it down like a third part of the game, actually, which some teams don't put that much attention on it, but Coach Riles really does. And you've seen, since he's been at Clarke Central, the special teams really be game changers throughout multiple games that we've played in. And he breaks it down, and Monday's practice is always devoted to preparing the special teams, so that really gave us an edge.
All right, so Clarke Central 1st and 10. Cameron under center. We got receivers to the left and right. Johnson and Dowdy, it looks like. Willingham the lone setback. We give to Willingham off right tackle. He's got a little bit of room. Can he bust it outside? He's still on his feet, trying to shake and bake a little bit, but he gets down to the 34-yard line.
Looks like he got us 6 yards by that little extra shake, too.
Yeah, he was almost fixing to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, but he somehow danced his way across the 35 to the 34. So it's going to be 2nd down, and let's call it 3.5. Clarke Central trying to score before halftime. 21-14 we lead. 5:38 to go, first half.
Got both Dowdy and Johnson out each side, and Willingham.
So Cameron fakes the pitch to the left, throws back to the right. A design play that went incomplete, where our quarterback got hit a little bit late there, and a little warning from the ref, but nobody's hurt, no foul. They're just swapping paint, like they say in NASCAR, greeting each other here in front of the castle at Lawrenceville, Georgia. 21-14, 5:21 to go, first half. So Cameron gets some instructions from the sideline. Baylor Ward comes in at fullback. We're in an I formation. Double tight end set. And again, we give to Willingham, but the hole opened up and closed quickly, but not before Willingham maybe squirted for 4 yards and a possible first down.
Oh, it's going to be close. It looks like they're not going to put it.
His knee was down on the 31 and a half, so it's going to be 4th and inches here. And I would imagine we're just probably going to line it up and try to get that push by that offensive line. And Cameron's going to sneak, and he got all 6'3" of his body across the 30 for the first down. Cameron Johnson got it on his own off his right guard. And I'm trying to look to see who his right guard is tonight. It looks like that's Sean Hess and DeMario Price on that right side. Tucker Crumpton on the left side, along with, is that Alex Bryant, number 70?
Number 70, Alex Bryant.
There you go.
This is his first start here. He had to sit out last week because he was a transfer from Cedar Shoals, and so this is his first night, and we are definitely benefiting from him being here.
Offensive line getting a good push this evening. Cameron gets some pressure. He throws out to his receiver. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. Nice catch. I'm going to tell you what.
That was Baylor Ward.
I was wondering how long it was going to take you to recognize who caught that ball. I was giving you all the chance in the world to say his name, but you see, I think Holly wanted Buster to say his name. So nice catch by Baylor Ward, the fullback, for a pickup of 6 yards.
Don't want to show any partiality right there, but he made his mama proud and held on to the ball there.
So Cameron Johnson, 2nd down and 4. We're on the 25. And we give to Willingham, who bounces off a tackler and maybe picks up 2 tough yards before he's stopped. And it's going to be 3rd, and let's call it 3.
Willingham's feet keep moving, and you can tell that keeps getting us a little extra, and that adds up over a whole ball game.
Well, he's just the kind of guy that will not go down after one lick. You got to hit him 2 or 3 times. But now Trey Johnson put him down in one lick a while ago. It can be done.
It can be.
I formation. Cameron. And he's going to fake a handoff to the left, throw back to his right side. And a jump ball in the end zone, incomplete.
I think it was tipped there also, Buster.
Who is he looking for? Jamonte Smith, possibly? I can't pick up the number. Or was that Jaquan?
I think it's Jaquan.
Okay.
And a defensive back there, number 15, I think got a finger on it, just deflected it just a little bit.
So Jaquan Dowdy tried for a jump ball in the end zone, incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th and 3, and we're going to have timeout on the field here with 3:19 to go first half. 21-14 Clarke Central.
See what decision.
Okay, we want to remind everybody our next GITV broadcast will be next Friday night at Billy Harrison Stadium. Kickoff time is 7:30. Our first region game of the season. Loganville Red Devils come into Billy Harrison Stadium to take on our Clarke Central Gladiators. And remember, you can watch all the action right here only on GITV.
Let's see what's going to happen here. It's a big decision whether or not we're going to go for it or try to kick a field goal, but I think we're going for it. Coach Ryle says we're too close to not.
Well, another touchdown here would be tremendous. I really think they are probably within Jermaine's range, but I think Riles is wanting the 6, not the 3.
I don't blame him. It's too close for comfort.
Cameron, shotgun. He's got Johnson and Dowdy to his right side. Twin receivers. We snap, we roll right. Johnson throws on the run, incomplete. Such a tough pass to play.
Ooh, that is a tough one.
When you're on the run right there, you're going against your body, trying to make that throw, and the ball tends to sail, and it sailed wide on Cameron that time, so it's going to be 1st and 10 Central Gwinnett. We got the ball deep in their territory but could not convert. So Westmoreland and company, Brownlee, and Shelling will come out and see if they can put up some points to tie this thing up before halftime. They have been in the shotgun formation all night. They have spread us out, and they've hit us for a couple of deep routes. And they give a little draw, a little trap draw, and I believe that's Brownlee.
Oh, it looked like the ball scooted loose there, but did not. He was able to hold on to it.
And that wasn't Brownlee. Let's see, that was number 24, Jonathan Hawkins. So 24 and 34 for the Black Knights, doing a lot of the ball carrying duties this evening. Westmoreland again sends a guy out to his left side, and he gives to Hawkins again, who falls for 3 or 4 yards. He might have got the first down. I believe he did. They'll move the chains. 2:41 to go. Second quarter action. Clarke Central leads Central Gwinnett 21-14, but Central Gwinnett's got the ball, and they are moving. They're just inside their own 35. Westmoreland, this time he'll look left, throw left, timing route complete to number 7, Adam Riley, but we hit him for a little gain, and now there's a late flag. See what the flag is. Maybe some rough stuff going on after the play. Let's see. And everybody's talking to number 25 for the Gladiators, Kenyatta Jones. I don't know if he did something after the catch or after the tackle. Let's see what they call here. Referees are talking. Conferring a face mask.
Face mask. And tough break.
Let's see if it's incidental. It's incidental, just the 5-yard brand. It wasn't intentional, but nevertheless, you cannot touch that face mask. That is a no-no, and that'll be an automatic first down. Central Gwinnett keeps the drive going. 2:25 to go. Westmoreland gives to his up back. And a host of white jerseys meet him for about a 2-yard gain. As soon as they uncover the pile, it was 24 again, Hawkins on the carry.
Number 20, Kayvon Williams, was reading that well. He saw what was about to happen and stepped in there right behind number 94, Bug, and both of them together made that stop.
Second down and 8. Westmoreland quickly fires out to the right side, and I believe that's Brownlee this time. And there he goes. He's going to do it again. Once he gets in that third gear, he is gone. Touchdown, Central Gwinnett. His second touchdown of the evening. So that'll bring the crowd to life, as Central Gwinnett is 1 point away from tying this thing up. And again, they just get behind our receivers. So 21-20 our score. Number 84 for Central Gwinnett, Samir Ramick for the extra point. And there's whistles blowing everywhere. The kick would have been good, but let's see what they call. Maybe illegal motion, illegal procedure. That's what they've got. False start. We're going to bring you some other scores. Griffin 7, Northgate nothing. That game's in the second quarter. Wheeler 19, Polk nothing. That game also in the second quarter. Heritage now 14, Rockdale 7. South Paulding 7, Villarica 6. And still that score in Gainesville. Buford 7, Gainesville nothing. That game.
Oh, no. Look at here,
Oh, I'm
Buster.
sorry, Gainesville 6. So Gainesville, the Red Elephants, trying to come back. Sounds like they might have missed the extra point.
That's big for them.
So here we go again with Ramick's attempt after touchdown. And he got it again. So we're all tied up 21-21. 1:49 to go here in the first half. Let's see if we can pass along some more scores to you. Kale 10, Woodstock 2. That game in the second quarter. Allatoona 29, Paulding County nothing. That game, Battle of the Lakes up there off of I-75 or I-285, wherever that place is up there around Dallas, Georgia. Salem 19, Wesleyan 14. And we got some in South Georgia here. Effingham County 14, Screven County 13. That's a scrap going on down there. Lakeside 28, Dunwoody 14. That game is at the half. Thomas County Central 7, Marist 7. That game has got to be an all-out war. That game's at the half. And one more score we're going to pass to you. Star Mills 7, Fayette County 6. That game late in the first quarter. Our score here, Clarke Central 21, Central Gwinnett 21. 1:49 to go in the half.
You're making a quick change there. Somebody else back. Buster, who is that now?
Well, they know they're not going to kick it to Willingham, and I think they're wanting to try to find somebody maybe besides Drico to return the kick. So let's see where Ramick aims the ball this time. And a little squib kick that's going to get past all Clarke Central
nice
defenders,
break.
And it goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
So that'll go to the 35, and Clarke Central with 1:49 will have a chance to move the ball 65 yards for a score in a 21-21 tie. We've got another score, Loganville 6, Walnut Grove 0. That game's in the first quarter. Lassiter 21, Sprayberry 0. That game, second quarter. Some more scores, Creekside 6, Westlake 0.
Looks like we've got Jones County 7, Mary Person 6 in the second quarter.
Cameron looking, and he's got Austin Johnson going across the middle, but only a gain of about 1.5 yards. 1:33 to go, first half action. Clarke Central sitting just past their 37-yard line as Cameron brings the troops up to the line. We've got Twins over here to the right side. Willingham on the right. Cameron looks, sets. Oh, and that's got to be interference. No call.
I'm surprised at that one. Seemed like he was tackled before the ball even was close.
Number 44, J.B. Azell on the coverage, but, we got away with one while ago.
True. So they got that one, that's for sure.
We definitely hit them earlier. So Clarke Central with 1:12 trying to drive. Third down, let's call it 8 yards. They're on their own 37-yard line. Cameron shotgun. He's looking right. He's got a man, his safety valve, Willingham, and he is met hard behind the line by number 4, Charles King. And I'm telling you what, Willingham has got some licks on him tonight. And it looks like Central Gwinnett wants to call a timeout. Did they get it? Yes, they did.
They're going to take a minute to think about what's going on here and be prepared for any surprises.
Well, they've got 53 seconds to get the ball back and try to put up some more points. I don't blame them.
Not sure if you can hear, but you can hear some Let's Go Central. What's so ironic about that is that's the Central Gwinnett fans cheering. We've got a Central and a Central, so a Central Gwinnett and a Clarke Central, so their fans are excited and trying to root them on.
21-21 our score. Max Germain comes in to do the punting duties for Clarke Central. Looks like number 1 for Central Gwinnett, Chris Schelling's going over to be the return man on the punt as he gets settled around the 30. Germain on his 20. He flipped the field nicely a while ago. We need another big kick here.
Who's in there, Buster, long snapping?
I couldn't tell you. I'm trying to get a number. I can't quite see it. I want to say Deshaun White. I'm not sure.
Nice.
Good high punt again, but Schelling's going to try to return this one. We got a couple of Gladiators that miss him, but then 1 or 2 men wrap him up on the 40. So he almost got away.
He certainly did. And number 33, Cedric Armstrong, who was one of our captains this evening, held on to his jersey there and held on tight.
So Westmoreland will have a chance to work some magic here. He's got to go 60 yards in 43.3 seconds. And I tell you what, if that ball finds its way in the hands of Justin Brownlee again, he may just well do it. That guy has been electric tonight.
He's going
he's
toward
looking
him.
to the right, pump fakes. Now he's got a little pressure, and he throws it maybe intentionally out of bounds. He was looking for Brownlee. Couldn't quite get it to him in time.
He absolutely was. So
and you can see the Clarke Central secondary trying to tighten the coverage down now on Brownlee, and thank goodness after 2 touchdowns. Brownlee's got to be well over 150 yards receiving tonight.
I think that's Jamel Israel over there, number 5. He's a junior. I'll never forget Jamel last year making that big play against Flowery Branch. Maybe he can come up with a big one this evening.
Westmoreland, he's getting chased in the backfield, and he throws it intercepted. Oh, Drico dropped it. It would have been his 3rd pick of the evening.
I think he twisted an ankle there.
Wow, he hyperextended something, I believe, and that may have come up. Just he's probably got a cramp or something.
Yeah.
He just slid funny. He'll probably be able to walk that off.
I think you can see from here his hamstring cramping a little bit.
Yeah, he's he hyperextended something. So Westmoreland again, he's wanting to fire it deep, and he may just decide to tuck it up and run, and does. He's got plenty of yards, and he slides down on around the 48. So the clock's running 16 seconds, 15 seconds. No, I guess both teams are out of timeouts here, and the half's probably going in right there unless they try to throw one up real quick.
And it's 4th down. I bet he would like to have that one again because he slid down just short of the first down.
And that's the end of the first half. We're all tied up at 21 apiece. Clarke Central and Central Gwinnett. We're going to try to get some scores and some other good information to you here at halftime. Clarke Central 21, Central Gwinnett 21. This is GITV. Welcome back to GITV, where it's halftime here in Lawrenceville, Georgia, at Central Gwinnett High School, where we're all tied up. Central Gwinnett 21, Clarke Central 21, as you're listening to the sounds of the Central Gwinnett High School marching band. And with all that instruments and chrome and brass, I guess you could say these are knights in shining armor. As we're going through the halftime show here, and we're going to try to get some scores. Holly's busy on the phone, working the lines, trying to get us up to date on what's going on in the Georgia High School Athletic Association football games this evening on September 7th, 2012. I think my tag team partner Chuck Webman may be talking to Holly as we speak, and he's contributing, and every contribution is noted, my dear friend. Central Gwinnett's doing a great job here with their halftime presentation. The Clarke Central Band was equally as good. And the home crowd's loving these Central Gwinnett Black Knight marching bands. So these scores courtesy of Athens Chevrolet. Wayne County 28, Charlton 0, Effingham 13, Screven 14, Gainesville 12, Buford 7, and that may send some shockwaves around northeast Georgia, especially around the Hall County area. Elbert County 7, Cedar Show 0. That game's at the half, and we thought that would be a struggle, and it looks like it is out there in the Granite Bow in Elbert County. Washington Wilkes 14, Lincoln County 0. And we've got four more scores. We're going to let Holly Ward read those to you because her handwriting leaves a little to be desired.
It's too fancy for you there, Buster. It's Pace Academy 0, Athens Academy 14. We also have Prince Avenue leading 7-0 against Savannah Christian. We've got Heritage 14, Rockdale 7 at the half, and that's a crosstown rival there that I'm sure is going to heat up. This is a big one. We have St. Pius 35, North Oconee 0.
Wow. So, can you repeat that one?
St. Pius 35.
Wow.
North Oconee 0.
Did not see that one coming. North Oconee, I think they thought they might have been packing a little more punch than that, but that's a big score on the road.
It definitely is. That's one to hard to build and come back from. So that's going to be an uphill battle for them. But I tell you, one we're going to keep our eyes on, especially this Gainesville Buford and also Cedar Shoals and Elbert County. See what's going to happen there.
Like we said, those halftime scores provided to you courtesy of Athens Chevrolet. If you're looking for a ride, go down the Atlanta Highway and look for the big guy in the pink shirt, Chuck Wegman. Athens Chevrolet.
And those were personally called in from Chuck Webman, who we are missing this evening here on the GITV broadcast. And Chuck, we just want to say hello to you out there and appreciate your support and paying attention and calling those in for us.
Our other corporate sponsors, we want to say thanks to Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers over there on Atlanta Highway. They've got the best breaded chicken in town. Bulldog Signs, trying to bring sports to life. Bulldog Signs in the greater Athens, Georgia area. And, of course, the Morris Center. Those guys keep our athletes around the Athens and Oconee County areas fresh and running strong. The Morris Center are our 2012 GITV corporate sponsors.
And Buster, we want to say a big thank you to the Gladiator Marching Band, who just did a wonderful halftime show for us there, led by Dr. Robert Lawrence. And our band is very supportive. They are definitely our #1 fans out there and cheering for us, and we just really appreciate them and the work that they put in to provide some entertainment for us at the halftime.
Want to remind everybody our next GITV broadcast will be September 14th from Billy Henderson Stadium, as we will start region play next week, Region 8 5A, as the Loganville Red Devils come to invade Billy Henderson Stadium to take on our Clarke Central Gladiators. Region game number 1, game 3 of the season, September 14th, kickoff 7:30 p.m. right here only on GITV.
Those of you that are Georgia Bulldog fans, we know we are going to Missouri. Big game tomorrow, first time playing Missouri in the SEC. Going to be an evening game, will be televised. There's a new app that's available for our Georgia fans. If you'd like to take a look, if you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can go to UGA Vault or Georgia Vault. And I'm going to save the surprise until you get to it, but just trust me, if you're a Georgia fan, you are going to love that new app.
Well, all you got to say, Holly, is they've got 34 reasons to go look at that app. How about that?
Absolutely. It was created by our local Mark Maxwell, who has been working on the archives from all of the past videos from Georgia football. And over hundreds of videos he's been scouring through and digitizing and interviewing. And so I think you're going to be really impressed when you go to it. But it's Georgia Vault, and it's an app on iPhone or iPad. And take a look at it. I think you'll enjoy it.
And don't forget, if you want to keep up to date with all the stuff that's happening in Clarke Central sports, go to our website at ClarkeCentralGITV.com. That's ClarkeCentralGITV.com. You can catch up on all the latest events that are going on, past scores, standings, upcoming broadcasts. And, of course, we've got several pieces of news and information there with several different writers in the Clarke Central family, giving you their thoughts and their takes on Clarke Central sports. Again, the website, ClarkeCentralGITV.com, your source for Clarke Central sports. As we get ready to tee it up here for the second half, as Central Gwinnett is over on their sideline and Clarke Central's running over to theirs, and it's a 21-21 tie, and it's anybody's game. And Holly, I told you before, this thing looked like it might be one of those 42-41 things where we're halfway there.
We certainly are tied up 21-21, and hopefully we went into halftime, readjusted a few things, and that we are going to be ready to stop that big receiver who's been making such big plays, Brownlee.
Yeah, Justin Brownlee, wide receiver, 5'11", 180-pound senior. He's done most of the damage after catching the ball. Another guy that's been a thorn in the Clarke Central defensive side is Chris Schelling, #1, who's made a lot of nice receptions and runs after the catch. And then, of course, the quarterback himself, Westmoreland, when he doesn't have anybody open, he does a nice job of tucking the ball up and running. And, again, another guy that's contributed to the Central Gwinnett offense, Jonathan Hawkins, #24. So, Clarke Central's got their hands full. They're in a dogfight here. We're in their territory, and that's this place they call the Castle. It's a beautiful, beautiful sight. The press box here over in the home stands. Central Gwinnett, of course, are the Black Knights, and they back their team proudly. They love their Black Knights here in Lawrenceville. And if you think I'm kidding, just go Google Central Gwinnett and see if you can find a picture of this press box we're in. And if you can top that, email me, my friend. That's all I can tell you.
Max Germain preparing to kick off. Back to receive, #1, Schilling. And
Germain gets a foot in it, end over end. It's caught around the 5-yard line by
Brownlee, number 34.
Brownlee again. He spins, and I mean, he dodged a bunch of tackles. He got out of that somehow. We finally knocked him out around the 36, but I'm going to tell you what, Brownlee, tough customer on that run there.
He sure was, and if it not for Max Germain there pushing him out of bounds, he would have had 7 or 6 for sure.
So Central Gwinnett's going to start just shy of the 40-yard line. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds on the 35, so a little bit of a break for Clarke Central there. But Bradley and company will line it up, and again, they're in that spread formation. 1st and 10, Central Gwinnett on their 35. They send a man in motion to the left. That's Jonathan Hawkins. And there goes Hawkins. He's got a seam, and we're trying to arm tackle him down around the 48. We finally knock him down. Jamel Israel put the finishing blow, but not before Central Gwinnett first down.
Jamel saved a touchdown there.
So Central Gwinnett picking right back up where they left off. They're running those short passing routes to perfection, and they're getting huge chunks of yardage after the catch. Again, Brownlee, Westmoreland's going to tuck it up and run off right guard for maybe a yard.
Stovall there on the tackle.
We just got an update that Thomas County Central has taken the lead over Marist 14-10. And that game's in the 3rd quarter. And here we go again with Jonathan Hawkins as he goes off right side for a gain of 6, maybe 7. It's going to be 3rd and a short 3.
He's bending over. I think he may have fallen on the ball there and knocked the breath out of himself.
Yeah, he's grabbing both knees. That's usually a sign of wind knocked out, and he's going to tough it out. 3rd, and we'll call it 4. They've got number 11, Zedekiah Brown, in motion, and they complete a pass to him, and he's got enough yardage for the first down.
Got another score in. Etowah 21, Centennial 0.
So scores coming in from all over the state.
Oh, we hear some cheering. They're fired up, Buster.
Yeah, Central Gwinnett is really getting behind this offense now. 21-21, 10:32 to go. Westmoreland over to his left side, and it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of number 1, Chris Schelling. Clarke Central had a little bit of pressure there. Looks like number 35, Denzel Maxey.
No, that's Chica
Newcomb. I'm sorry. Chica Newcomb applying the pressure. There you go.
Yeah.
Denzel's 36. So Chica Newcomb was almost in Westmoreland's face and made him get rid of it a little bit quicker than he intended to. And Westmoreland again wants to go left. This time he throws deep. He's got a man all by himself. Incomplete. No Clarke Central defender within 20 yards.
Wide open. Somebody missed a coverage there. They're all kind of checking with each other to see, what happened. But he was wide open.
That's going to be 3rd and 10. The intended receiver was Adam Riley. And, I mean, he missed him. Just overthrown him.
Buster, they're keeping us all spread out so that they're going man to man. So we've got to really pay attention. Everybody's got to play their position and play it well because they've spread us out so much.
Westmoreland fakes right, throws left. They got the screen set up, and they may get the first down and more as we drag him down. Drico Statham catches him around the 21. And that's where he had to get to for the first. Let's see. They're going to go ahead and move the chains. Yeah, what's happening here, Holly? They're spreading us out and getting us in that man coverage, but their offensive line is giving Westmoreland time enough to pick who's open. And that's where we got to start applying some pressure. They give to Hawkins, but this time we drag him down. It looks like Stovall.
Stovall was right there waiting for him.
That's going to be 2nd. We'll call it 9. He might have got a yard. Central Gwinnett in this hurry-up spread offense. They're keeping it moving.
Need a big
Westmoreland
defensive
rolls
play.
right. He throws down the middle. Oh, it's intercepted. And, well, we got a flag. I think I seen a flag. No. They're just going to say a turnover. That must have been the old beanbag. I could have swore I saw a flag come out.
It was deflected, and then Chica Newcomb paying attention there and dove under it and made that interception.
So the referees were debating whether it was an incompletion or a catch, but one overruled the other, and they're going to give Clarke Central the ball just inside the 10. Marist now has gone back up on Thomas County Central 17-14. That score courtesy of Athens Chevrolet. Here we're 9:40 to go, 21-21, third quarter action. Clarke Central gets a turnover, but they're deep in their own territory, inside their own 10. We've got Baylor Ward at fullback. We give to Willingham the right back. He's got a seam. Willingham may leave the bunch. He's at the 40, the 50, the 40, the 30. Nobody's going to catch him. Rodney Willingham, 90-yard touchdown run.
Woo, Buster, that's one to get up and dance with. That was beautiful. Nice blocking. Opened up those seams, and Willingham took advantage of it.
Well, they just got enough blocking to spring him. They got the guys off of the inside, and Willingham hit the hole, and once he got through the second level, he was gone. He turned the afterburners on, and the first long touchdown of the evening for Clarke Central makes it 27-21 as Jacques and Max come in to kick the extra point. And the kick is up, and touche, the kick is good. Timeout on the field. Your score with 9:27 to go here in the third quarter. Clarke Central 28, Central Gwinnett 21. This is GITV.
I just jumped up, but I wasn't moving my feet. Maybe it was over here. All right, Buster, am I doing okay?
Yeah, you're doing good.
I think it was him all the way up here.
Okay, we're back here at Lawrenceville at the Castle, and it's 28-21. Clarke Central up by a touchdown after a long 91-yard run by Rodney Willingham.
That was a big one, and I know you guys out there that have played football know what a difference it makes for a defensive turnover there. It just turned over the opportunity for Clarke Central to go up and really took the kind of the wind out of the sails for Central Gwinnett.
Well, Clarke Central and Master Main will tee it up now. And there goes the kick. End over end, and it's picked up around the 5, to the 10, to the 15, and he's got some room. He may go to the 30, to the 35. Dances around another Clarke Central tackler and dragged down at the 37, and that's that guy again, Brownlee, Justin Brownlee.
He's putting on a show this evening.
Well, he's a senior, and he's playing like one, playing like a man among boys tonight. 28-21, Central Gwinnett will try again. They had a very nice drive until the turnover. Down inside the 10. They pick up yardage in big chunks. They move it, and they move it quick. They stay in this hurry-up offense, and they keep you spread out. And you've just got to be paying attention to every play. Westmoreland's so quick. This time a little trap draw play off left guard. And Hawkins has got some room, and he's looking for white jerseys to run over. And he finally gets tackled around the 39. Nice run by number 24, Jonathan Hawkins, for Central Gwinnett. And there's going to be a couple Gladiators getting up slow after that one.
They certainly are.
There's 3 of them that are really getting up slow. Number 49 for Clarke Central, Javion Hemphill. Number 7, Drico Browner, making a wave over toward the sidelines.
And number 5.
And it looks like Jamel Israel is trying to walk off some pain, but he's not doing a good job of it. He's wanting to stay in, but I'm sure the refs are going to make some of these guys come out after the extended hit put on by Jonathan Hawkins. So in one play, Jonathan Hawkins picks up about, 25, 30 yards and takes out 3 Gladiators.
And Jamel, he gives you everything he's got, but he's 155 pounds wet, and so he's going up against the 180-pounder there. I'm sure he felt that extra weight against him.
Well, the thing I've been impressed with Central Gwinnett, their running backs, Hawkins and number 34, Brownlee. They run tough and they run up high. They're not looking to run away from you. They're looking to run over you. So 28-21, this lead, I promise you, is not safe. 9:05 to go. Third quarter.
Got another score in. It's Etowah 24, Centennial 0.
So Etowah having their way tonight. I'm trying to think where Etowah is.
I think it's up in the mountains.
Up in the mountains?
Northwest.
Not sure.
Got a little bit of delay here on the field. Not sure what's going on. Referees conversing.
Well, and I guarantee you nobody hates this more than Central Gwinnett. They're wanting to stay in that rhythm and keep this drive going, and they're probably wanting to hurry up and snap the ball. Westmoreland gives off again. And Hawkins, it's been all Hawkins this drive, and I'm going to tell you what, our defense looks tired.
Yeah, they do. They're having a hard time holding on to him.
It's like the offense has got an extra step on them. 28-21, and just like that, Central Gwinnett again inside the 30. They're just shy of the 25.
Hawkins is weighing in at 205 pounds, so he's a load to bring down.
And there's Westmoreland with that little flip pass he does so well to the left and right side. It's almost like an extended pitch. And he got the number 11, Zedekiah Brown. He comes up a little gimpy after the lick by the Clarke Central defender.
He's still hobbling out there.
Yeah, nobody's wanting to come out of this type of game. Everybody wants to play and contribute. That's what this turned into, a war. They completed over to the left side to number 7, who makes a nice run, Adam Riley. He caught the ball and cut back across the middle, and again we've got 2 or 3 Gladiators slow to get up. And I don't know if we're cramping. I don't know if we're just getting hit, but, man, we're getting up slow. Alan Miller and Jamel Israel again. This time, Kayvon Williams got up slow. And I tell you, you can just see this coming. Clarke Central's barely getting up off the field, and Central Gwinnett's just lining up and going, and you can't blame them. So let's see what the infraction is, and if I had to guess, it's probably Clarke Central offsides. They might not have got back on.
Somebody was running in from the sideline, so they're...
Let's see what the infraction is here. Referees are...
I think they're signaling to decline the penalty, so Central Gwinnett's hoping for a touchdown. If they decline...
Yeah, illegal participation going to be declined, and that's going to put Central Gwinnett
on the goal line.
First and goal. 8 minutes to go. Central Gwinnett has come flying down the field, most of it on the legs of Jonathan Hawkins. And they've got Hawkins in the backfield along with Chris Schelling. Let's see what Westmoreland decides to do. He's big enough, he probably could just stretch out across the line and get a touchdown. He's going quarterback, sneaking off left side and gets it. Touchdown. 28-21. Now you're 28-27. Central Gwinnett, and I'll be honest with you, they just manhandled us on that drive. There was hardly no fight at all in the Clarke Central defense.
Looked like we were still taking a break from the halftime there. Got another score. We've got Wesleyan 28 and Salem 19.
We're tied up, 28 all, and I mean we are flat out in a war. And our defense, if I was them, I would probably steer clear of Coach Self when you go back to that sideline. He is not going to be happy with that effort.
No, I think they need some fluids in them or something to get them revved up.
So 7:52 to go, third quarter action, and it's just like it was when the game started. We're all tied up, except the score is 28-28. Central Gwinnett, very impressive drive. They mixed it up with the run and the pass, but I'm telling you, most of it was running and bruising yards gained by Jonathan Hawkins, number 24, running back, 5'11", 205-pound sophomore. So Central Gwinnett, I'm sure, future so bright you gotta wear shades with that guy.
Buster, we've got another person back returning. Jamonte Smith, number 2, is back there with Willingham, number 6.
Well, I'm sure they're going to kick it to Jamonte. They have, after that last run by Willingham, they're not going to kick it nowhere near him.
No, definitely. They may even kick it out of bounds.
So is this Samir Ramik again on the kicking duties here? 84?
Yes.
Okay. And
absolutely.
They
Jamonte.
Jamonte at the 15, the 20, the 25 got a little seam, dives to the 32, 33-yard line, and let's see if Clarke Central's offense can mount a long drive this time and give the Clarke Central defense a little bit of a breather. That long run by Willingham a while ago put the Clarke Central defense right back on the field, and that might have contributed to them being a little tired. But I have not seen that kind of effort in a long time from a Clarke Central defense that just dragged back to the line of scrimmage. They got to get something going with that. 1st and 10 Gladiators. We're on the 35. Cameron under center. Man in motion's Maxey. He's going to fake the handoff left, roll right. He's got a man chasing him. He hits his safety man, Maxey, for a nice little completion of 6-7 yards off right end.
It'll be 2nd down and about 2, I believe.
So Denzel Maxey's done a great job all year at that safety valve receiver position. When your quarterback gets in trouble, can't find nothing downfield, they like to throw to that running back out of the backfield, and he's done a nice job. Has dropped very few passes this season.
And Denzel is definitely an academic student. He is really a smart guy, works hard in class, and just an overall fine fella.
Willingham breaks one out to the left side, good enough for the 1st down and maybe 10 more, as he eluded 3 or 4 black jerseys before he's finally hit in Central Gwinnett territory on the 45. So Clarke Central comes right back. Both teams' defenses right now are non-existent. 28-28, 6:59 to go, 3rd quarter. And there might be a fumble. Let's see who's got it. Central Gwinnett saying they got it. There's a lot of bodies on that pile, and you know there's a lot of tug-of-war going on right now. No official rule, and they're going to say Clarke Central retained possession. But they're going to lose a yard on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 11. So Cameron under center, trying to keep a drive alive. We're inside Central Gwinnett territory. We're on the 46. Again, Maxey in motion. And Cameron's got pressure and he eludes. And now he's deciding what to do. And he gets hit as he throws. And they almost intercepted on the 35. And that would have been huge. Number 14, Nate Hartford, almost had the interception for Central Gwinnett.
I wasn't sure who tipped that, but I believe it was someone right there on the line, got a hand on it, deflected it, and almost turned into an interception there.
So what was looking like a good drive is starting to stall here on the 46 of Central Gwinnett. Clarke Central 3rd and 11. They need a big play here. We spread 2 receivers out to the right. That's Johnson and Dowdy. Willingham in the backfield. Cameron's going to go to shotgun now. 6:07 to go. 28-28. We're in the 3rd quarter. And this time Willingham breaks one off left side and keeps his feet moving, but not enough for the 1st down, as it's going to bring up a 4th and about 5.
Right on the 40-yard line.
Well, give a big shout out to my north side Warner Robbins buddy Wally Wall, who's a part of this chain gang up here at Central Gwinnett tonight, doing a fine job. Wally supports the big north side Blue Eagles, who are just wrecking havoc this year in 5A football. Cameron on 4th and 5. He's looking, he's throwing, he's got a man, but he was heavily covered.
Yes.
And it's going to be incomplete around the 20. He was double covered. Cameron was looking for, it looked like Dowdy the whole way. And it's going to be a turnover on down. Central Gwinnett now with a chance to take the lead as they'll take the ball over on their own 41.
All right, I hope that the defense had an opportunity to get some fluids and some a nice pep talk from Coach Self.
We're fixing to find out. They better be ready because Central Gwinnett's for real, I can assure you. Westmoreland, nice hand fake in the backfield, and he picks up a
first down
receiver, and is that Hawkins? Can't tell if it's 34 or 24. That's 34. That's Brownlee. So after they run over us with Hawkins, now they start going back to Brownlee, and they have done both. They have done all the damage tonight for Central Gwinnett. But the quarterback Westmoreland very nifty with them hands. Clarke Central has taken 3 and 4 white shirts to drag the Central Gwinnett running back down, and that was Hawkins, the sophomore.
Javion Hemphill was holding on tight there to keep him from squirting out of there and getting some extra, so give credit to him for wrapping his arms around there and making the good tackle.
2nd down 6, Black Knights trying to go up, and there goes Westmoreland. I'm going to tell you what, he picked up 11, 12 yards off left tackle. A little quarterback draw type thing. And here come the Black Knights again. We're 28-28. 4:36 to go, third quarter. Our defense seems like they've been out on the field forever. Shotgun, Westmoreland gives to Hawkins. Hawkins, he's got 5. He's got 10. And he's dragging Gladiators down to the 20.
It's Drico Statham there on the tackle.
Well, I'd hate to even ask quite how many yards Hawkins has tonight, but he's got to be over 100.
At least. He's up and down this field.
1st and 10, Central Gwinnett, they're on the 22. And there Westmoreland finds the same, and he could go down to the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2. They may mark him down at the 1. Let's see. Nevertheless, it's going to be 1st and goal and very short. And right now, Central Gwinnett's offense has just got 2 steps on our defense. They are fresher. They're running around quicker and faster in our defense. A lot of hands on the hips.
Well, they're setting up so quickly that we're not getting in position.
Here comes just a little wildcat formation thing to Hawkins, and he scores a touchdown to put Central Gwinnett up by 6. 34-28, extra point pending.
We've still got a score with, looks like Gainesville 12, Buford 7, 9 minutes left in the third. But that may need updated.
Ramick in for the extra point try. The kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 4:04 to go here in the third quarter, Central Gwinnett leads Clarke Central. Your score, Central Gwinnett 35, Clarke Central 28. This is GITV.
Another big score just came in, courtesy of Athens Chevrolet. St. Pius 49, North Oconee High School 7. All right, we seem like how many kickoffs have we had this evening, Buster? It seems like we've had quite a few.
9 touchdowns plus the opening kickoff. We've had 10 kickoffs.
10 kickoffs.
Well, the halftime, second half kickoff, there's 11.
So
there you go.
We've had a lot of kickoffs and special teams. Maybe we can get some lucky break here on this return and have something happen here. We've got number 2, Jamonte Smith back, and number 6, Willingham. Going to stick with those 2 on this time. Jamonte had a nice return earlier. Hopefully he'll be able to do the same.
So that kid, Samir Ramick, in again, the kicker, on what's going to be the game's 12th kickoff.
One other quick score, we've got Screven 27, Effingham County 21.
So here comes the kick by Ramick. High, end over end around the 10. Going to be taken by Jamonte Smith to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. And he's met there by number 35 for Central Gwinnett, Jaquavius Hunt. Jaquavius Hunt, a big 6 foot, 175-pound junior.
Looks like we're going to take over on the 33-yard line.
So you're 3:56 to go, and you're trailing by 7. Your offense has shown moments of greatness, and then we have also self-destructed at times when we can't get the center, the quarterback exchange. We fumbled a few times. We're just not executing properly, and our defense desperately needs a rest. Cameron gives to the up back. That's Denzel, and he grinds it out for 13, 14 tough yards up the middle. A touchdown-saving tackle there by number 14, Nate Hartford. So Gladiators move the chains fast. 3:50 to go, third quarter. We trail by 7. Central Gwinnett 35, Clarke Central 28. We have twins to the right, Dowdy and Johnson. Willingham, the lone setback. We're going to give Willingham off right tackle, who scoots to the outside. Willingham's got one man to beat, and he gets chased out of bounds around the 38. Willingham just ran out of real estate. Got chased out of bounds nicely by number 22 for Central Gwinnett, Michael Witherspoon.
First down, if we can kind of keep some time, keep things moving, give the defense a break, hopefully to catch their breath.
Well, as bad as you want to catch up and score, you really wish we could just sustain a nice long drive because our defense is wore out. Courtesy of that Brownlee kid and that Hawkins kid for Central Gwinnett. Cameron looking to his left, puts a man in motion to his right. We're going to fake the handoff to Willingham. We're going to throw deep. We got a man wide open on the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Austin Johnson. And just like that, Clarke Central's back in this game.
Beautiful. Johnson was wide open, and that was a Johnson-to-Johnson matchup, and those two guys have been best friends since elementary school.
Well, be careful how you say that, Holly, because you'll be giving props to Johnson & Johnson. That's not one of our corporate sponsors.
That's true, but I'll take the Johnson & Johnson matchup any day, any day. Nice job by those two young men. They're fine fellas. They're both juniors, good athletes, and really exceptional young men.
And here again, the Jermaine brothers in for the extra point. The kick by Max is up, and the hold was good by Jacques, and they give us the extra point. So your score here at 3:25 to go in the third quarter. We're all tied up at 35. Holly, how many kickoffs will it be now?
This is going to be number 13.
Okay.
Number 13. Hopefully a lucky 13. We'll get hopefully a break on this one and something good happen here.
And how many more scores will get us to 42-42? Who said that a long time ago?
You certainly did, Buster, and I think if you were a betting man, you'd be making some money tonight. But since you're not a betting man.
Who said I wasn't? I've got people. Why do you think I go by the name Buster? I got people looking for me.
Since I got your wife sitting here beside me, I think she keeps a very tight rein on that, doesn't she?
Oh, yes, she does. She does. Even though I do all the shopping, she does. She watches very religiously what I spend. Doesn't want our money going to the wrong and dark places of the world. She wants to make sure it stays out in the light, keeping everything bright.
Well, we've got Max Germain ready for the kickoff. Number 13 kicking off the 13th kickoff, and that's my lucky number, Buster, 13.
35-35 with 3:25 to go here in the third quarter. Jermaine sticks a foot in it, end over end, over to the right side. It's going to be taken around the 5 to the 10.
Number 34.
There's Brownlee to the 15, and we wrap him up and drag him down around the 11.
Oh, that's what you want to see. A little bit of excitement there in those tackling.
But again, I don't think the break was long enough for our defense. I'm afraid we're tired. I'm afraid we're wore out.
Maybe they'll catch a little adrenaline rush and be able to kind of keep their stamina coming out, hopefully be ready. I know I know Drico Statham is going to be ready. He keeps edging on. I'm watching for another interception by him. He's reading it and watching for it.
Westmoreland in the shotgun. He's got us all spread out again. And compared to last week, the way the Marist line stood so tightly and compacted in between the hashes, these guys are very spread out, just as far out as they can get as that play goes for little to no gain. 3:06, 3:05, the clock's running. Third quarter running out of time here. We're tied up at 35 apiece. We've had 3 lead changes. Been a very, very hard-fought game.
It certainly has. They're all, and it's hot out there this evening. I know it's September the 7th, but it's humid tonight, and I know many of them are probably.
But we hear cool weather's on the way.
Good. They're, as I like to say, they're probably sucking eggs down there.
That's a good old term. 3rd and 9, and this is the 4th tie of the evening that Central Gwinnett's trying to break up here. Westmoreland, he's going to do it on his own. And now he throws it downfield to a man complete on the 39 to the 40 to the 41, 42-yard line, and just a great play. That was all Westmoreland. He made the guys in the back secondary bite on the run. They did. They moved up, and he found an open receiver for a big gain of about 30-some-odd yards.
He certainly did, and he was on the move in the process of that. We had several going after him, but another first down for the Black Knights.
Westmoreland shotgun. He's going to give to Hawkins. And I'm telling you what, Hawkins is feeling it now. He's just getting to where he's getting that old stiff arm going, and he's not going down until he gets at least 5-6 yards now.
On the tackle was number 35, Chika Anukum.
So the Clarke Central defense again on their heels. Central Cadets just inside the 50. Westmoreland, we got some pressure, but he gets away. And I tell you, he's just so crafty with them hands. He's
quick.
It's like everything. A magician. He just makes you bite, makes you miss, and then he just dances his way for 3 or 4 yards. 3rd and a short 3 for Central Gwinnett. 1:33 to go, 3rd quarter.
He's got great footwork, Buster. He's able to move his body well, and that's really playing havoc with our defensive tight ends, and our defensive linebackers.
Number 1 quits shelling in motion. That's who Westmoreland throws to, and it's going to be very close. Oh, and they got a good spot.
First down.
That's going to be a first down. They're on the 45. So a nice play by Shelling to make sure he got the first down before he went out of bounds. And Central Gwinnett again in business. They've got Hawkins in the backfield, lone setback. They've got twins to both sides. Again, they put Shelling in motion. This time a little winner. Really, we met him on the line. Tackle made by Nookham, Chika Nookham.
You know, I think that play might have been the first time they ran that this evening, Buster. Both 2 or 3 folks were looking at their armbands to check that play.
Hey, that's a good pickup, Holly. Good observation. So it's going to be 2nd and 12. Westmoreland gives to Hawkins, and he's going to pick up 4, maybe 5 yards to make it 3rd and about 8. I tell you, that Hawkins kid just really has caught my eye. He's a north and south runner, and he just runs so high. He just runs with that ball up high in there and just runs over you, runs through you.
He's thick, though.
They're going to probably they're going to try to get one more play off here. 25 seconds, 24 seconds. 3rd and 8. Westmoreland dropping back. We got pressure on him. He gets the ball off. He's got a man. Oh, did he catch it? Yes, he did.
Oh, wow. He
pulled that ball in on the 10. Nice catch by number 34, Justin Brownlee, and he has been breaking our back all night long. He's the receiver that has scored 2 touchdowns earlier in the game and makes a big play here with 13 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. We almost hit it. We almost had the quarterback behind the line.
Absolutely. That was huge, huge. All of those defensive backs were around.
Well, they fumbled the ball.
We got it.
Did we get it?
We got it, Buster.
Clarke Central's holding on to it. Let's see. The referees are digging in the pile. Did we get another turnover? I have not seen an official signal yet.
No, I think he was saying he was down. We came up with it in our hands, but they're not giving it to us.
So Central Gwinnett retains possession, but the fumble's going to cost them a few yards as that'll put them back on the 16. And your quarter's going to end right there. We're going to take a quick short break here. Clarke Central 35, Central Gwinnett 35. This is GITV. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter here from Central Gwinnett High School in Lawrenceville, Georgia, where we have seen just an absolute heavyweight fight between two great football teams, 35-35, 12 minutes to go to the end of this track meet that we've watched here this season.
And Buster, this is going to see what our defense is made of right here. They've got to step it up and make a big play. Almost had a fumble there.
Westmoreland for the first time tonight under center. And he's going to pitch it over to, I believe that was the big kid, Hawkins.
That was Hawkins. Got a couple of yards.
We'll chase him out of bounds and knocked him out around the 13-yard line, 14-yard line?
I think it's on the 14. It's third down.
Is it me or is the chain gang missing?
They're missing.
So how do we know? Oh, it's third and go. Okay, that's right, because the catch was made inside the 10. There you go. Good call. Third and go. Westmoreland drops back. He's running to his right. He's got a little room. He throws it to a receiver that's short around the 5. Did he call it complete? Looks like it.
Yes.
It's going to be fourth and go from the 5. So, big play here. Clarke Central needs to turn these guys away, and they may send a field goal team in. Let's see. And I tell you what, 3 points is huge here.
They are.
They can break that tie up.
They're sending Samir Ramik in to kick and see what happens here.
Well,
turn it over.
Nothing more than an extra point from where they're spotting the ball. Maybe 2 yards more than what an extra point would be. So let's see what happens here. Pressure kick for Ramir.
Potential to block it.
Samir Ramik.
I think it's good.
He nailed it. So Central Gwinnett breaks the tie. They go up by 3, 38-35. Just started the fourth quarter, 11 minutes to go.
All right, Buster, we're coming to the 14th kickoff.
Yep, it's been a night for kicking, been a night for big plays, but like I said, defense on both sides pretty much non-existent. That'll be the things the coaches will work on most next week.
You know, I think, though, if you go back to looking at how they're all spread out and looking at the athletes that we've got on the field, both of them have put some exceptional fellas on the field, and they are just going at each other man-to-man a lot of times. And
yeah, I mean, there's not been a lot of misplayed performances by either defenses. I think the offenses have just come to play tonight. They're just making plays.
They're just spreading things out and making a lot of passes, and the receivers are catching them on both sides. All right, looks like we've got a consistent pair back there. Number 2, Jamonte Smith, and number 6, Rodney Willingham.
Well, we really need Willingham to get his hands on one and maybe break one here. 38-35, Central Gwinnett enjoying a 3-point lead with 11 minutes to go in the game. And there goes the kick, and it's going to go over to Smith. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30. There goes Smith. He's got room. One man to beat, and it looks like Smith ran right into the one guy that he had to run away from. If he would have broke that thing left, he'd been gone.
He would have been gone. I think the kicker was the one who got him, number 84, and he just held on and hoped he could slow him down.
Man, oh man, when he goes back and looks at that on film Monday, he's going to be sick. Wow, he had the left side of the field wide open. Nevertheless, first down the 50. Clarke Central's got half a field to work with here. They trail by 3. 10 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the game. Central Gwinnett giving us all we want and then some. Willingham drags 2 or 3 tacklers. Oh, he bounces outside. So I was looking at the fake there.
He got you on that one, Buster. He picked up 5 yards.
He got 5 yards. He squirted to the outside. And now Central Gwinnett's defense for the first time tonight showing a little signs of fatigue.
Number 58, Sean Hess, having to come out of the game there. His helmet came off, and the new high school rule, if your helmet comes off, you have to come out for a play.
That's correct. So it's going to be 2nd and 6. Clarke Central trying to move the ball down the field once again and regain the lead. We trail by 3. Cameron fakes the handoff, throws downfield, but over the head of Anthony Smith, the intended receiver. Again, Cameron having much more success when he throws with his feet planted, but on that run and throwing off his back foot, not much success tonight.
You know, Buster, he's still a young quarterback. He only is in his 2nd year playing quarterback.
He's just a junior.
Learning the position.
But he had such a great sophomore year that people, I think, are expecting bigger things this year. And you're right. It's still a learning process for him. Twins to the left side. Willingham, our lone running back. We send Maxie in motion, and we call time. So something that Cameron didn't like there. And that's going to be the first time out of the half for Clarke Central. At 10:34 left in the game. We'll see if we can sneak some other scores in here to you. Wheeler 26, Pope nothing. That game's in the 3rd quarter. Kell 17, Woodstock 5. That game's in the 3rd quarter. Effingham County now trails Screven County 27-21. That game late in the 2nd half. Wesleyan 28, Salem 19. That game's in the 3rd quarter. Allatoona all over Paulding County 36-0. Campbell leads Osborne 27-6 at the half.
We've got Ware 7-0 over Charlton.
And Loganville is now 12-6 on Walnut Grove. That game starting in the 3rd quarter. So some more scores trailing in here late on this Friday night, September 7th. Georgia High School football as Clarke Central lines up 3rd and 6. Big play for the Gladiators to keep the drive alive here. We're going to give to Willingham, who makes something happen. Look at Willingham go. Oh, he had one man to get away from and couldn't quite get away on the 35-yard line. But Willingham almost broke another one.
I think they got his shoestrings on that one, Buster, just enough to stop him. But he is giving every bit of second effort tonight.
And after that big run that he scored on a while ago, it's probably safe to say he's over the 150 mark now in yardage. 10:24 to go. 38-35. 10:24 to go. 4th quarter.
And another score here from Athens Chevrolet. It's still Gainesville 12, Buford 7. 10 minutes to go.
Red Elephant stepping up big. Cameron fakes the handoff, looks downfield, throws.
Oh.
Yeah, almost intercepted. It's like Cameron had 2 guys and couldn't make up his mind which one to throw it to, and he kind of threw it in between them, and it was almost picked off by number 43 for Central Gwinnett, Deshaun Oliver.
We got a lucky break on that one.
10:02 to go in the game. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 35. Clarke Central desperately needs a score, and then they need a stop. Johnson puts Austin Johnson in motion, and we give to Willingham, and we're trying to make something happen between the tackles, and he gets 6 tough yards off left side. Third, and we'll call it 5, maybe 4.
Third and 4.
And again, Clarke Central, most of it coming on the ground this drive off the legs of Willingham.
Got Baylor Ward, number 32, coming in.
Yeah, we're going to go with 2 running backs now, and we got Maxie in the slot. We got Jaquan up top on the right, single coverage. Let's see if we try to get a lead block off the guard or the tackle here with Baylor. We got Maxie swapping sides. We're lining up. We look a little confused here. We're going to give the Willingham big hole. Willingham Buster the same, and he couldn't quite make it around the end, but it's enough for the first down as he falls around the 14-yard line. First down, Gladiators.
Yes, and Buster, I have to give a little brag there that behind that block of Baylor Ward that opened up that seam and gave him some room.
Nice job by the fullback, Baylor Ward, as well as the offensive line on that side. Looks like DeMario Price and Sean Hess opening up that hole on right side.
Absolutely. Nice job.
Now this time it looks like Central Gwinnett's going to burn a timeout, and that'll be their first of the half. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Central Gwinnett leads by 3. Clarke Central driving 1st and 10 on the Central Gwinnett 15.
And you can hear the Let's Go Central cheer. It's for the Central Gwinnett Black Knights. Their fans are excited and pulling for their team. All right, the Gladiators are coming back on the field.
So Clarke Central, like Central Gwinnett a while ago, wanting to hurry up and get that play off. They don't want this rhythm to break here, and Central Gwinnett's going to take their time and discuss things and get the full timeout allotted. Been a great game. It's just been a lot of action, a lot of excitement. Both teams laying it all on the line out here, and a lot more than I think a lot of people expected.
I think so. They both are really hungry for a win and hoping to make something happen here. So let's see what the Gladiators can do on the 15.
Cameron, 1st and 10. Maxie in motion. And he's going to fake the handoff. He's got room to roll to the right. Is he going to tuck it up? Yes, he is. He's going to dance his way down to the 5, to the 4, to the 3, and he dives to the goal line, but he's marked down on the 1.
Wow, I'm proud.
That was all Cameron Johnson.
Cameron's confidence is improving as this game goes along to run the ball, and that was huge. He's had a couple of times prior to that you thought he might run, and he made a wise decision there.
Well, he's growing up in front of our eyes. Last year he would have been afraid to take the lick. This time he's sticking his nose up in there, and he got in there for a touchdown off right guard.
He sure did. And Buster, I don't know if you can tell from here or our viewers can. Cameron has got some skinny legs, but he took every muscle and tendon on that one and pushed himself through.
Yes, he did. Our left guard, Tucker Crumpton, was getting up slowly after that play, and he's still holding his headgear and his chest wear a little gingerly there. He really got cracked on the line trying to provide a block there for Cameron.
Big point after attempt here by Max Germain.
The kick is up, and the kick is good. So timeout on the field with 8:54 to go. Clarke Central 42, Central Gwinnett 38. This is GITV.
We're getting ready here now for the 15th kickoff of this game. The score is 42 Clarke Central, 38 Central Gwinnett. Max Germain lining off ready to kick. Germain's got a lot of practice this evening. Got Schilling back, and also I think Brownlee back there. Let's see if we can keep it out of his hand. Oh, it's right to him. We're not afraid. We're going to put it right in his hands. Hopefully we can hold on and make a tackle. He's broke several tackles there. He is a tough fella, hard to bring down. He's going to fight for everything he's got out there. We've got some coming up slow. Cedric Armstrong getting up slowly. I think if you tackle Branley, you're going to know something. So Cedric's okay, coming over, back to the line. Actually, I think he's coming out.
Who's that replacing him? Number 94. That's Cavante Bug. So 42-38, 8:44 to go in your game, and for the chance of a win, we've got to stop these guys. Westmoreland has been having his way. And nice tackle wrapped up by Kayvon Williams, number 20, and I think he may have gained a yard, if that.
They were trying to do a little surprise there and sneak across, but our defense read it well and stayed in position.
And Clarke Central's done a good job of getting these guys in third down situations, but Central Gwinnett, to their credit, they've been converting on third down. Westmoreland, he's got 4 receivers to the right side. Last time they did it, they came over here to the short guy, and there they do it again. And there's that number 34, Brownlee.
Oh, fumble.
Ball's on the ground, and he picked it back up. They're going to call it down.
He was down.
Calling him down on the 34 and a half.
You have to watch Branley. He will break a tackle. They're rolling out, and he did again. And
he's done it all night.
He certainly has.
So now you're 3rd and 5. Clarke with their biggest defensive play of the evening coming up here. They need to slow these guys down. We only are winning by 4 points, 42-38.
I see them looking at their armbands again. New play.
Oh, we had pressure. The receiver for Central Gwinnett slipped down. That's a big break for Clarke Central.
Sure was. And Chica Newcomb there definitely putting pressure on the quarterback. And
it looks like Central Gwinnett's going to go for it. They're leaving Westmoreland in. It's 4th and 4.
I don't know.
No, here comes the punt.
Yeah, here they come.
Well, Westmoreland's staying in there. Let's see.
I bet they're going to hope to pull us off.
Watch for a little trickeration. Or is Westmoreland the punter?
Not normally.
Well, he's dropping back like he is. I'm telling you what, this place stinks. This place stinks. You can just tell the players are a little confused at what's going on.
Something. Watch for surprise.
I'm telling you, something ain't right. 4th and 4. He's going to punt it. And he got a good foot in it.
Oh,
Clarke Central played it safe. Good play by Drico to call the fair catch, not risk a turnover. And Clarke Central's got the ball in their 30. The question is, can they chew up 7 minutes and 18 seconds? We lead by a very slim 4.
And Buster, you were saying the defense was dragging. They've got a little bit more spring in their step, and that was huge there, holding the Black Knights on that drive.
I'm sure Coach Self threatened them somehow when they're on the sideline with them.
I'm sure he did, very gently.
Cameron, I formation. Looks like we got Maxie and Willingham back there. Twins to the right side. We give to the up back. Maxie, he runs off a nice gain. 12 yards up the middle.
That's huge. We got something going on there.
Keeps the chains moving. That'll eat up some clock. Clock stops momentarily at 7:10. And the Gladiators come quickly up to the ball. They're not wanting to waste no time. They're wanting another score. Cameron's asking for the plays to run through on the sideline. Willingham, the lone setback. We got Twins to the right side and Maxie in the slot. Clarke leads by 4, but it's a very slim 4. Maxie in motion. And Cameron wants him to go the other way. We're going to give to Willingham. We're going to try to squirt him outside. He's got room. 5, 10, 11, 12 yards till he's chased out of bounds. Nice game by Rodney Willingham.
Beautiful run there. I think his feet are just moving just like a blur. It's like the road runner there. You can see him spinning.
We used to say he's churning like a sewing machine. That's what we used to say back in the day.
He definitely is. I kind of have that visual, though, with the Roadrunner where it just looks like a wheel spinning.
Yeah. Doing a great job this evening. 1st and 10, Gladiators again inside Central Gwinnett territory. And we give to the up-back Maxie, who's dragged down by number 32, Trey Johnson. We haven't heard his name in a while. Whoa, Trey's coming up, Gimpy.
Yeah, he's got some
he is holding.
Oh, yes.
Wow, he can hardly put any weight on that left ankle.
Yes.
They need to get that guy off the field. He's too
hurting.
good of a product. Boy, why ain't they got anybody out there?
He's hurting.
You could just tell by the way he got up, he wasn't feeling right.
I don't know.
And you got to hope that young man's okay. He's got a big, bright future after high school. He's the Auburn commit.
Oh, I think it must be a cramp. She's stretching it out. It's just
That's good. That's good news.
Yeah.
That's good news.
You see the trainer there pushing their leg up. You know it's possibly a cramp going on. And
well, a lot of people don't know this about Trey Johnson, but Rivals.com has him listed at number 8 in the country at his position.
Wow.
So as far as all the linebackers in America, all the high schools, put them all together and line them up on the field, he would be number 8. And that's saying something.
That's pretty spectacular.
And we saw that on a lick he put on Rodney Willingham back in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's got a cramp. He needs some fluids in him, and he's going to be back in there, unfortunately. But fortunately, he's okay.
Well, he's been a pleasure to watch this evening. He's been a big reason that Clarke Central's had some drives sputter.
Maybe we can take advantage of him not being in there and get another first down.
Well, he's the leader of that defense. Let's see how the defense responds. 2nd and 11. Cameron taking a little more time now at the line. We give to Willingham again, and not quite the opening he had before as he's dragged down by 3 black jerseys after a gain of 2 yards.
Got another score in. Greater Atlanta Christian 24, Appalachia 7.
Wow, that's I thought Appalachia would have had a little more fight than that.
Yeah, also Buster Gainesville 19, Buford 15.
Man, that game's going down to the wire. Is that a final?
No, not a final.
Okay.
Not sure how much time left.
Cameron gives it up at Maxie. He's got room, but one guy drags him down before he could get across for a first down, so it's going to be 4th and about 4. Maxie had an opening, couldn't quite break away.
We're going for it, I think.
Yep. 5:18 to go. Clarke Central wants their chances with the ball. They're going to try to pick up this first down.
This would give a lot of confidence to this offense.
Well, you know Central Gwinnett's biting at the bit to get back out there with that potent offense. Clarke Central needs 2 scores to feel safe.
Baylor Ward in at fullback.
We lead by 4. Maxie in motion. And we give to Willingham, and it's not there. They got in the backfield, number 45, and
just short.
I guess you're allowed to take your helmet off and celebrate, but a nice play by number 45, Rashid Diaz. It might be Diaz, I don't know. And the coach is giving him a little chewing on the helmet taking off.
Yeah.
But he made a great play. He's excited.
He got lucky there by not getting called, I think, for a flag on that. I don't think you can do that, Buster.
Well, he's just excited. This has been a war, Holly. These 2 teams are going at it. They're giving it their all. They're laying it all on the line. And now our defense, we got to do it again. We got to stop Central Gwinnett again. And this time, number 24, Hawkins, not much running room there on left side. He might have got a yard.
We got 4:35 left to go in the game. 2nd down.
Well, the good thing, if you're a Clarke Central fan, a field goal does not help Central Gwinnett. They got to get 7. The bad news is they've been getting 7 pretty easy all night long. And here they go as they pound their way for a first down. There's the sophomore again, Hawkins, just bulldozing his way up the middle. And it looks like it's going to be good for a gain of maybe 8 or 9 yards and a first down. They're going to move the chains. 4:15 to go. Central Gwinnett just outside the 50-yard line. Westmoreland, shotgun formation. Everybody looks at their wristbands again. And they give to Hawkins, and he bulldozes his way again up the middle for 2 or 3 yards. And this is like one of those backyard football games. The team with the ball last usually wins, and right now Central Gwinnett's got the ball. .342 to go. The clock moving slowly.
We need another big defensive play here. 24 got it.
There goes Hawkins. He's got some room. There he goes.
Fortunately, Drico Browner stepped in and wrapped every bit of ounce he had around him to hold on, but that was huge.
So Central Gwinnett seriously threatening here outside the 25-yard line. They're on the 26.
3:26 left to go. It's coming down to who's got the ball. And
then they got a throw out here to the right side, and there's Brownlee who does what he does best, and that's break tackles, and he's dragged down around the 19.
Took 3 Gladiators to bring him down.
Clock's at 3:08 and counting. Pickup of about 8.
Again,
maybe 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 3.
Again, it's going to be the test of our defense. We're known for our defense, so let's see what they're made of.
Westmoreland gives off to number 1 on a little power dive play, and that's Chris Schelling.
First down.
They're inside the, is it the 10 now?
I think they're right on the 10-yard line.
2:44 to go.
Actually, they're on the 11. They've spotted it on the 11.
And now Clarke Central's been lucky with a couple of turnovers tonight. They need another one here. Hawkins, we stack it up, no gain. Big Demond Stovall and company shut it down. Clock's at 2:33. It's going to be 2nd and about 12, but that's an eternity with these guys as fast as they get up to the line.
It sure is, and we've got 2 minutes and 22 seconds left to go.
2nd and 12, Central Gwinnett driving. We've stopped them a couple of times on turnovers inside the 20. We need another one here. And there goes a pass to the short man. There's the guy that's been hurting us, Brownlee, and he's going to get in. No. Is he knocked out of bounds?
No, he's knocked out of bounds.
He looked like he was headed for the goal line, and he went out of bounds.
I think he's on the goal line. I think they're spotting it on the 1.
Yeah, there's not even a yard line where they're putting the ball. It's in between the 1 and none. And 2:04 to go. They've got all the time in the world. It's going to take a big-time drive if they score here by Clarke Central to win this game.
Well, I've seen our defense hold folks 4 downs on the goal line. Let's see if they can do it this evening.
It's happened before. But I'm telling you what, they're getting 4 fresh downs inside the 1. And they've got 2 running backs that have just been bruising us all night long. And last time, Westmoreland just dove over the line himself. Let's see if he does it again here. He does. Did he get in? No signal.
Oh, touchdown.
Now we got it. Touchdown. So Westmoreland, for the 2nd time tonight on the quarterback keeper, scores for Central Gwinnett, and that puts them back up. They're in the driver's seat now. 44-42 with the extra point pending. Nice drive by Central Gwinnett. They did what they had to do.
That hurt. All right, now this is it's a big point after attempt here.
1:52 to go in the game. And this makes it important because a field goal, it'll take the tie. And he makes it. So a 3-point lead now, 45-42 for Central Gwinnett. We're at 1:52 to go in the game.
And Buster, I think you said it would be 42 points scored.
Well,
42-45.
Yep. I missed one of them by 3.
Now, we've seen tonight the offense can turn around and get some quick points. It's going to be up to them to make sure they do it this time.
Well, it all starts with the return, Holly. You're going to have to get a good return to start. You can't make no mistakes, no fumbles, and you can't get tackled deep in your territory. You got to get some good field position to start a nice drive. And we've seen that happen a couple times. Javonte Smith, and if you got to think if Willingham could ever get a kickoff return, he might do something electric.
You know, they've been close. They've gotten it up to midfield. So if we can get a good return, that's going to make a big difference here in this momentum.
45-42. Central Gwinnett comes in here at 1-0. They're looking for their second win of the season. Clarke Central at 0-1. Looking for their first win of the season. And I tell you what, this is the kind of game that could go a long way on both of these teams' seasons, depending on the outcome. So we're getting ready to tee it up here for the, I guess it might be the 16th kickoff.
16th kickoff of this evening.
Squib kick, and he's down. That was a good job there. Who was that, number 33?
Yeah, that's Cedric Armstrong. One of our captains for this evening.
So decent field position. Clarke Central's got to move the ball some 70-odd yards within a minute and 50 seconds. And what this does, it takes away a lot of your running plays. If you do run, you got to make sure you get out of bounds. Both teams have 2 timeouts. And I think the referee's reminding the Gladiators of that. What they're going to be looking for and what they're going to be calling. If they don't get out of bounds, the clock's going to continue to run. So here we go. Clarke Central comes up to the line. Cameron with 2 guys out to the left. Willingham in the backfield. Maxey in motion. And we give to Willingham trying to create something up the middle, but nothing doing. 2 yards at best. And the clock runs.
Down to 1:42.
Yeah, you got to start getting the ball downfield now. Clarke Central sitting on the 30. We're trying to bust Willingham for one of those big gainers, but Central Gwinnett's stopping that stuff now up the middle.
Their defense is spread out. We've got Dowdy and Johnson out. Another time for a Johnson and Johnson connection.
We put Maxey in motion. Cameron fakes help. He's got pressure. He eludes. He rolls out right side. He's got room. Can Cameron get out of bounds? No, they tackle him.
No.
I tell you, a little bit of a mistake there. You got to be aware of your surroundings there, and you got to get out of bounds. And now the clock moves, and we have to burn a timeout. So now you're third and about 13 yards for a first down. Ball's probably sitting on the 20. It's inside the 25, on the 24 and a half.
Yeah, 1:03 left to go.
And you've basically got 2 shots here to pick up 13 yards, but even more critical, you've only got 1:03 to try to score. So Central Gwinnett definitely in the driver's seat right now. It's going to take something big, and it's going to take something quick if you're a Gladiator fan.
Buster, this is what Friday Night Football is all about. Some fun, excitement, and enthusiasm, and these kids putting their hearts on the line and playing hard, and definitely seeing a lot of team effort this evening. Some big plays by individuals.
Well, and the biggest thing I've noticed is that the Central Gwinnett student section has been nonstop all night long. I have heard them cheering and roaring the entire game. So hats off to those guys supporting their team.
Number 32 is still cramping up. He's staying in there, but he's hobbling.
And referee's going to make him get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an injury. Anytime you got an injury, and the referee, coaches ain't liking it for Central Gwinnett.
He's staying in.
Wow. It's like the coaches trumped the ref on that one. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 13. Clarke Central's got 2 chances to get a first. They've got 1:03 to score. Cameron drops back, looks, throws to Austin Johnson, complete.
Yes.
And, man, there was a smash to the face there by number 14. And I guess we're short by about 4 yards, so it's going to be 4th and 4, and you got to remember the clock's moving. 47. Well, we burned another timeout. Yeah.
Well, Johnson did a great job holding on to that ball. He had folks all over his back and in front of him and all hanging on him.
Well, it's 47 seconds. What's more important right here, instead of trying to get the score, which we do want to score, we got to get that first down and get 4 more downs. So, you don't have to get it all right here on this play. You can just get something short, get that 3 or 4 yards and line up, spike the ball, call another play. You're out of timeouts, but there's a lot of ways you can stop the clock. You can stop it by spiking the ball. You can stop it by running out of bounds.
But we need a first down.
But we got to start with a first down here.
And number 32, Johnson, he's still cramping up out there. So
Cameron's under center. You got to think we're going to probably give it to Willingham and try to bounce him outside here.
I think I'd play my ace.
Nope, Cameron's going to put it in the air. We're going to throw it.
Oh,
there's a flag. Pass
the
interference.
play.
Pass interference.
Yes.
And there's another way you can stop the clock is
Yes.
let the defense commit a penalty. So
Oh, that was a blessing from heaven.
That'll be 15 yards.
Yes.
So Clarke Central stays alive, but barely. 43 seconds to go, and that might put them in Central Gwinnett territory. Let's see. Remember, a field goal will tie this thing. 45, 42, 43 seconds to go. And let's see where they spot the ball.
We got the snapper over there practicing. Kickoff. Our Max Germain
And I tell you what,
getting ready.
this will be the perfect time while that defense is a little upset by that call to try to squirt Willingham to the outside.
It sure would.
And here goes the bark off. It should be a 15-yarder.
That was a lucky
It's
break.
going to almost put us in Central Gwinnett territory, and it does by a yard. So we've got 49 yards to go, 43 seconds in the game. We trail 45-42.
Folks, I don't know if you can sense the energy, but it's pretty exciting at this game.
Cameron, shotgun. Rolls right. Throws it complete to Austin Johnson. There's a flag. That's either going to be a block in the back or a hit on the quarterback, but it was in the backfield. Let's see. And I'm scared it's going to be holding. That's usually where they call holding. Yep, Clarke guys holding their heads.
Well, that still keeps it first down with 33.
But that's a 10-yard penalty. That's a backbreaker. That is an absolute backbreaker. We had a completion downfield, and we would have been moving, but now you've got to pick up more yardage, and it's going to be second and 20. First and 20. Here you go. First down and 20.
Actually, looks like a little more than 20.
Well, if it was a spot foul, it will be. So the scoreboard says first and 20, but I think it's a little more than that. And I don't know what the referee's doing now. They're talking with the Central Gwinnett coach. And I think the Central Gwinnett coach is wanting more time off the clock. It's got to be asking something.
It's 33 seconds on the clock.
So 33 seconds to go. Clarke Central's, again, in a tough situation. They've got to go 65 yards for a score. They've got 33 seconds to figure out how to do that.
And I have to give some credit to this offensive line, Buster. They have given Cameron time all night to throw. He's got to make some good decisions.
Well, listen, I'm going to put it back on the defense, Holly. You score 42 points, you ought to be winning.
That's true.
And that's enough said. I've never seen a Clarke Central defense give up this many points. I mean, I have, but just, wow, 45. I think what I'm trying to say, the way they've given it up, it's just not been a lot of fight out there tonight. 45-42, 33 seconds to go. If we can ever get the referee to say play ball.
They're changing the clock or something's going on with the time. We've got somebody calling up to the time booth. Discussion with the referees. I think the last time, Buster, the score was this big was when we went down and played Northside Warner Robins.
Well, I don't know if the score was that good, but the score was that high. It was.
I meant the defense allowed.
Yeah, 48 points, I believe, was down there in Warner Robins, and that was a horrible.
Well, the guys are fighting now, and so hopefully they can pull it out. We are down by 3. 37 seconds left to go. First and 20-something. We're getting a breather here at least. All right, looks like we're finally going to get the ball in play.
Cameron gives to Willingham. He's got a little room. And you got to get up quick. 31 seconds. 30. You got to hurry.
It's moving. It's
Come
counting.
on. You got to hurry, guys.
26. 23. 22. 20. 19. I've got a flag or something going on here.
Well, we moved. But, you know, the referee took forever to get off the ball. And I'm sure Cameron's just wanting to get up there and say hut and spike it. But kind of hard to do that until the referee lets go of the ball. And they're going to talk this one over a little bit.
16
well,
seconds.
they're going to disregard the flag for whatever purpose that is, but they're not going to add no time onto the clock. So.
No, 16 seconds, second down.
Okay, you got to hurry because the clock's going to start as soon as you get on center. Cameron, you got to spike it. There you go. Good
All
play
right.
by Cameron. That's going to make it 3rd and 6.
Now, that was interesting, Buster. That took 3 seconds off the clock.
Yeah.
So, got 12.
Well, as soon as the referee blows the whistle, the clock starts. So if you're not up there snapping and throwing it down, it's just time's going to tick away.
So it's 3rd down, 12 seconds.
And you got to either get out of bounds or line up quick because you've only got 12 seconds. You might be seeing a long pass right here. There's just not enough time.
No, we've got several wide ready.
Cameron drops back, steps up in the pocket and throws.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds, and that's going to be
6 seconds. 4th down.
Going to make it 4th down with 6 seconds to go.
They're going to have to dig deep on this one. We've got Drico Statham coming in.
Yeah, you're going to try to throw some kind of Hail Mary pass over to the right side now, and Central Gwinnett calls timeout. They want to make sure that they don't get burned deep. You'll probably see Central Gwinnett play 8 guys back behind the 20-yard line just to make sure that can't happen. So we dug ourselves a hole right here in the 4th quarter. We were playing good, and we even led by 4. But you got to give credit where credit's due. Number 34, Justin Brownlee, and number 24, Jonathan Hawkins. They were a 2-man wrecking crew tonight for Central Gwinnett. They were just basically running over our Clarke Central Gladiator defense at will, and that's been the difference in the game, especially when number 34, Justin Brownlee, got out in space on a pass play. He was just unstoppable.
He was a playmaker this evening. Buster, we got a score in. Thomas County Central 21, Marist 17, a final.
Wow, that's a big victory for Thomas County Central. Rome 21, Hiram 0. Here's the play of the game now. Cameron, shotgun with trips to the right side. He's got to throw it as far as he can get it, and he's getting chased. He ain't going to have time to get rid of it. We could not block. We could not keep him out of there, and your ball game ends right there, and Central Gwinnett goes on to 2-0, their 2nd victory of the season. Clarke Central drops to 0-2. Your final score here in Lawrenceville from the Castle. Central Gwinnett 45, Clarke Central 42. That's the unhappy report here on GITV. We're going to take a quick short break while we try to gather our thoughts and our storylines. This is GITV.